So, hello. We're back after
Hi.
a week off. We got some more Pathfinder, Curse of the Crimson Throne. So, let's go through what happened last time. So, we had a couple of, rather multiple major events. So, you guys were brought to the Citadel by the Castle Guards, where you met Field Marshal Cressida Croft, and she went through a whole spiel about how she thinks that people such as yourselves would be great fits for the Korvosan Guard. And, this is in tandem with the Queen's suggestion that you guys take a job with them. And she went ahead and gave you your first assignment, which was to go deal with a guy named Varric Van Kaskerkin, who has deserted the Guard and has he is assumed to have recruited some fellow guards to desert with him in his little merry band of AWOL people. And you've been told to go to an abandoned butcher shop known as All the World's Meat, where he is supposedly holed up inside. You were told to bring him in alive if possible. Killing him will reduce your pay for this mission, but, if it's unavoidable, it's unavoidable. And, then you guys were offered a place to stay in the barracks if you need to, just for the sake of getting some rest. And you guys went on your way, where you were sidetracked a bit as a group of imps flew down from a nearby rooftop and started a fight with you guys. You received some unexpected help in the form of 4 House Drake pseudo-dragons who assisted you in fighting off the imps. And you also spotted a strange, unfamiliar, shadowy figure on a different rooftop that was kind of just standing there watching everything that was going on. Didn't say anything to you, didn't move to interact with you in any way. Was just observing. And he was gone by the time you guys finished up with taking care of the imps. And not long after, you heard an angry mob that had been harassing and potentially threatening to harm or kill a nobleman that they had sort of cornered. You guys utilized some distraction tactics, including Sarah going around the crowd and just, yelling stuff that she thought would keep them preoccupied. Sin throwing drugs at them, and just all manner of tomfoolery from you guys was enough to allow Reef the opportunity to get this nobleman out of danger, where he gifted Reef a gold ring as a reward and a token of his appreciation. From there, the crowd dispersed and you guys decided to follow them, and they all went to a tavern known as the Jittery Quill, where inside you located a guy who really looked like he was down on his luck. He was also dressed in the garb of the Korvosan Guard. And, Kat struck up a conversation after buying several rounds of drinks for everybody in the bar, particularly wanting to get the mob wasted to the point that they couldn't do anything stupid. But, Kat, along with the rest of you, managed... Sorry, Jesus Christ, thank you. Sarah, got Baldur's Gate on the mind. Sarah, yes, very good game.
More like Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah. Sarah and the rest of you encouraged this guy who introduced himself as Growl to rejoin the Guard. That, the king's death doesn't necessarily mean that the city is in ruin and that there's essentially still a city to save if he's willing to do so. And you guys walked him back to the Citadel, where he, from there, under his own power, got himself cleaned up. Cressida, thank you profusely, even though this wasn't necessarily the assignment. She had no issue acknowledging that Grau is typically one of the best guards in her employ, and he's a great asset to have around, and it's just fantastic to have him back in tow. Because most of you were poisoned by the imps during that battle, you guys have elected to take a rest. All of you are back to full health. However, a couple of you still have lingering dexterity damage from the poison. So I think Sarah has 1 point and Nadia has 2 points. So if we could take care of spell prep real quick, and then I imagine you all are heading off to the butcher shop to deal with Varric, or did you have other business to attend to? Yeah, speaking of other business,
What to say? Do I notice anything missing?
you notice something extra, actually. You have 1 more gold piece than you did before.
Reef says nothing. He says absolutely nothing. Just looks at it, smiles, shrugs, puts it back into wherever he found it, and continues getting ready with the day.
Sarah, you're light 1 gold piece.
I take no notice.
Okay. Fair enough.
Who wants breakfast, y'all? I'm hungry.
Reef perks up and goes, food? Yes, food. Let's do food. You're paying?
I have no food.
You're paying.
No, I'm not paying. It's your job to pay for us. You're the
Sarah looks at all
king
of
of
them
the
like,
whole
we're at-
kobold.
Sarah's like, we're at a barracks. We don't need to pay for food?
I don't know. Last time I had barrack food, it was subpar. And again, I was at the bad place of the city, so might be different.
It's also free?
Reef is gone. Out the door, gone. To the mess hall.
I said the
Just
word free and he was just like ran.
Boom. Gone.
Okay.
Just to the mess hall. And then, in whatever time it takes, you see him come back with just random pieces of food in his hand and goes, and eating it, going, it really is free. But that's however
Snatch a
long I
piece
am going to be
of
gone
food from
for.
Reef, I'm gonna start eating it.
Breakfast. Yeah, breakfast in the barracks is various meats and, bacon, sausage, eggs, lots of eggs. There's some bread, some veggies as well, mushrooms, potatoes. Pretty
No
standard.
vegetables.
Pretty standard fare.
Vegetables taste like sap.
Nobody said you had to eat them. I'm just saying they're there.
No vegetables.
That's valid.
But yeah.
Fruit is pushing it. Vegetables is just a no-go.
I don't fight Sin trying to take the food. My mouth is full, and I'm happy, and I'm looking at everyone with my mouth full and going, so, what do you guys want to do now? I have food. What's next?
I forget, but something about the blacksmith.
Yeah, it's like we were in the middle of a thing yesterday and we got waylaid. We should probably get back on that.
No, like that. The original mission was to go to a meat shop where who is held up. But didn't y'all mention something about a blacksmith? I forget.
I think so, yeah. Reeves just kind of starts looking back and forth at everyone and going, we kind of agreed to a lot. We were supposed to find someone within a certain amount of time, but with everything going on and how burnt we were from that last fight, we figured we'd stop back here first. Is there any information we want to tell Croft before we head back out?
No. My memory's
shrug
hazy.
him.
Like, why did we mention a blacksmith? Like, I legitimately don't remember why.
I don't even remember why.
It can't be that important. Alright, so let's go, murder, quote unquote, whatever his name is. We're not allowed, we can't kill him. If we kill him, we get less money.
Reef puts his weapon in his back a bit more and goes, yes, the fake murder.
The fake murder.
I like that. The fake murder. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the thing real quick where I put you guys on the city map just to show you where you're gonna be going. I always need to like zoom this thing out so far. So, let's see. I gotta make sure I don't lose my place here. Okay, all right, so you guys are currently yeah. All right, that's right. Yeah, I got your tokens on the board already to show you where you. All right, so that's where you are. That's the oh no, that's the castle. All right, so the Citadel is here, where I've just dragged you to. You are headed to... Okay. You are headed to... Where the hell is it?
We're heading to hell? Sounds like fun.
Right? Yeah. Okay, here you
Let's
go. Up here, where I'm pinging.
I was, so I'm good. You guys are fucked, though.
I say,
Yep. So. You make your way over to All the World's Meet, or what used to be All the World's Meet when it was still active. You guys get to the door. Change the music. Got to use the web browser player today because my app just isn't playing anything.
that's
So all the worlds meet, and men or women are our only players, or our only consumers.
I hear the laughter.
Good. Good.
I got scared for a second. I thought it was giggles again.
Don't make me go find that soundbite.
Please don't. I beg of you, please don't.
Giggle is dead, but his giggle lives on.
His giggles haunt my dreams.
I'm so glad.
All right, so you are essentially hearing the city hustle and bustle outside Currently, the door is closed, although you can see inside, and above the entrance is an image of a fat, smiling cow. And on the inside, you see a long counter that runs over half of the width of the room, beyond which is another door that hangs ajar. Against the eastern wall is a low bench, and to the north there is a marble top table displaying cuts of meat before a wide, sadly kind of grimy looking window. Above the meat there are a few flies that are circling around here and there.
Nadia, don't eat the meat. I know you're tempted, but no. Hey,
Reef looks at it and goes, "It's spoiled. Why would you eat it?"
so that's what I'm saying. Nadia, don't eat it.
Why is it spoiled? Why are people eating spoiled food?
Because, Reef, would you rather have spoiled meat, or would you rather die of starvation?
I would like to not have spoiled meat.
Well, then you would die in this situation. Congratulations.
Reef goes, "No, I'd go find fish."
That wasn't an option. Either you starve or you eat that spoiled meat.
Reef's eyes narrow and goes, "I don't believe this is option."
I think it is.
Reef kind of looks around at everyone and tries to pay attention to see if there's spoiled food on all the plates.
So what's in the case right now doesn't look spoiled. But there must be at least some spoiled products somewhere, given the amount of flies. But yeah, currently, as far as other people, you see one guy here who is kind of just keeping watch of like the floor. This is a pretty tall guy with a kind of a bushy looking, almost like a unibrow. And then behind the counter is another man who is like sorting through stuff, packaging up a couple of things for some customers who are coming in later in the day. He is trying his best not to he's got a bit of a cough and he's trying not to, obviously cough on the product. The other noticeable thing about him is that you can see that he's wearing sort of like chainmail underneath his like clothing, and the chainmail looks a little bit small for him.
Reef takes this as a sign that he's just inexperienced in doing what he can to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of walks in and kind of tries to act like a patron, I guess, but go in the direction that has the most flies and like follow what that must be too.
All right, so you step in, and the taller guy looks at you, and he's kind of gruff, but he's just like, "All right, what do you need?"
A table?
A table?
Well, yes, a place to sit with my friends here. I motion back.
He points to the benches here.
Yeah, Sarah gives a little wave and Reef points back to her.
I motion everyone to come in and sit down. And I try to listen to any of the conversations going on around them and mention to everyone that for a place that seems so full of like patrons and like liveliness. There seems to be a lot of what would be following decay, but the food seems alright. So what say we find the source of those flies and listen for a bit first to see if the patrons have any useful gossip.
Okay, so you take a seat on the benches. I'll just move you guys along the wall here. Most of the other people that you see coming in look like they are poor, destitute, people who, now that the city is, just dealing with a lot of unrest and almost hanging on the edge of just straight up anarchy or just everybody getting violent with one another. They're finding it hard to locate places that are open enough for business where they can go and, get provisions. So some of them are, given a few products for free. Basically anyone who ends up getting something, gets it for free. They're just handing out the meat to people. But other people get turned away, and the two men aren't really communicating openly with one another as to why. But not everybody is leaving this place a satisfied customer. It's something that you've noticed. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna ask, is there anything I can do to notice what that pattern, if there's a pattern at all between the customers? I can tell they're not communicating, but is there a pattern between the customers being told to sit and eat and the ones being refused?
Roll perception.
Perception.
Okay. So whatever system that they have going on, they have it down to such a science that to someone who doesn't know it, like you guys, it kind of just looks like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It seems as though, like, if anything, like, they are remembering who's been in here before and just mentally keeping track of it all, and like, whether it's
Previous patrons are allowed.
yeah, previous patrons or friends or family members or something like that.
Yeah.
You figure it's got to be something along those lines, but they're not really tipping anything off as to why certain people are not being allowed to take anything.
All right, that's fair. So then I kind of shrug and I go, okay, plan A is the plan. Follow the flies.
Also, since I know you mentioned listening for rumors, you do pick up let's see here. I gotta try and roll one that I haven't already.
Oops.
Okay, so at one point you see a person who kind of gives the appearance of being homeless, tattered clothes, definitely like disheveled looking, looks like they haven't had a bath in a bit, possibly a little drunk. But this is an older male halfling. His eyes kind of dart around. And they, the two guys that they clearly know who he is, and they're pretty dismissive of him. They make it kind of clear that they're not going to give him anything. And then he just starts going off on a tangent, and he says, there's been more sightings of river ghosts lately. And he turns towards the four of you sitting on the bench, and he says, the little blue spirits. They sneak around in the alleys, and they abduct drunks, or others foolish enough to sleep on the streets.
Reef just kind of gives him the side eye, like, I immediately ask him, tell me more.
Yeah, these little blue buggers are they're relentless. Just last week, I was having some cheap ale with some of the others who are down in their luck. And only two of us made it through the night.
Reef kind of looks at him perplexed, and then looks at the bodyguards, to see if they're fazed about this whole thing, and then asks him to tell them where that was.
The bigger one, who's right next to you, is just like, oh, come off it. There's no river ghosts. And the older halfling is like, they're there, I tell you. You'll see. You'll all see. And he looks at you and he just says, I'd stay away from the alleyways late at night if I were you.
As a person in the street, ever seen or heard anyone else mention these things?
Roll knowledge local.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an idea of what he's talking about, but you know that there's no such thing as river ghosts. That part is not true. It's either something that he is just given that name to, or he's making it up. But from your knowledge of the streets, you do know that there are, in fact, Darrows that are around. And perhaps that's what he's referring to.
What's a Darrow?
So a Darrow is, let me... find a good image of one. Just stick it in the group chat. Darrows are pale, small humanoids, typically with some sort of bluish skin tone. Their eyes are like bulging out of their head. They have pretty wild looking hair. They are known for their hands only have 4 fingers. That's one distinguishing characteristic. Oftentimes Darrows will make their lairs in, like undercities. And there are typically very few who know their true nature and just how depraved they can be. You've heard rumors of anytime you've heard rumors of Darrows, it's typically been that they are, it's a rumor like this where they're abducting people, and some say it's that they're just going to kill them or perhaps even eat them. Others contend that they take their victims and perform experiments on them.
I'm gonna whisper. Oh, I'm gonna lean in, whisper to Reef, and say, "All right, with my incredibly vast knowledge and my incredible brain, I have heard about these things before. Not quite ghosts, but yes, they are real. They abduct people, and they will eat you. My advice is to sleep on the roofs. That way, they can't get you."
I look at Sin in kind of disbelief, and then looks at the guy, and then just out of the piece of food I'm eating, kind of just holds it out to him, being like, "You can have this," as he's being shooed out by the guards.
Yeah, and this guy is doing exactly that, kind of just pushing him out the door. He's like, "I said bug off." He comes back inside and kind of just looks at all of you and just says, "Well, do you want something or not?"
As a second brother man, I've never been here before. I'm still trying to decide between if I want the chicken or if I want the pork.
He just looks at you and just says, "All right, suit yourself."
Alright.
So again, I look for a way to see if there's like a concentration of flies in any specific direction.
Um, you see one or two more come from behind the guy working the counter itself, from this like sort of slightly open door.
Reef looks at everyone and goes, "I want to go through that door."
Okay, let me roll to see if the guy heard you say that, because that's important. He leans towards you and he says, "Now, why would you want to do that?"
Reef just kind of looks and goes, "Well, there's flies coming from there, and I want to know why." Very matter of fact. Reef is not very tactful. He's just straight up asking for access in the kitchen because he sees flies.
You got this, buddy.
He leans a little bit closer now and he says, "Afraid I can't let you do that. Nobody goes in the back."
I would look at him and I go, well, why not?
He says, "None of your business. Why not? I don't need a reason. Nobody goes in the back."
Well, alright. Fair enough. Reef about faces, turns around, sits back down with everyone and goes, "Well, we're not allowed in the back. My instinct was to bonk his head and go into the back anyway, but you guys told me not to do that. So, what's the new plan?"
Sarah, I know you have I know you have a brilliant plan running in that brain of yours. What do you think? Throw a silver piece at Sarah. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Sorry. Um,
They won't let me in the back because I want to see the flies and what it's coming from, and they told me no access. And I about face came back to y'all.
all right.
Won't let
Let
us
me
hit
go.
it from the back.
All right. Let me go. Give it a shot.
I blink and realize what I've done and goes, oh, well, I mean, yes, that too. That's plan B. I know what plan B is now, guys.
Oh. Where did you say the flies went?
They went to the back door, but the
So,
guards won't let me in.
yeah,
Reese
some
says
of
that with a sad little face.
the flies are kind of hovering around the counter here, but like anytime you see more of them appear, it's from behind this door.
All right. So Sarah is going to walk up to the guards.
Okay. Well, you don't have to walk very far. There's one standing over you as we speak.
I assumed that like I was like a few feet away.
Yep.
So I was like, "Hi."
Just like I told your friend, nobody goes in the back.
Aw. Couldn't give me a tour. I've always been really curious about butchering.
You don't sound sincere. And he's gonna
I mean,
sense motive you.
I'm gonna roll bluff.
Yes, you are.
I know I'm going. I know.
Anya,
I'm
do
going.
the thing quickly.
What thing?
Come on, what's my favorite spell?
Guidance.
There you go.
I'm so glad. I hope you did that in character. Like you're right next to her and whisper yelling. Just like, do it! Do the thing!
Yes, that was in character.
My incredible brain knows what guidance is. Don't worry about it. I know everything.
Totally not metagaming.
To be fair, I've
I
seen
mean,
you cast guidance
you used it.
before, so I call
Yeah, I was
bullshit.
just to say. You used it before and it helped us, so I can easily see Sen being excited that you have something that he thinks is viable for battle, even if it's a social battle, and yelling at you to do it.
You have a cantrip that allows you to make people do things better. You better believe I'm gonna be yelling at you to do it every single time you have.
Anyway, does he sense motive my bluff?
Your bluff is successful. However, he looks down at you and he says, all right, well, maybe I was mistaken. You're more than welcome to come back after hours if you'd like to learn a few things, but we've got some people to help, so if you're not going to get anything, I think it's time for you guys to leave.
Reef looks at him and goes, whoa, 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 I want food.
Honestly, food sounds kind of amazing. I skipped breakfast.
Skip breakfast, you say?
Look, it was a late night last night and I overslept. And my friends heard about this place and wanted to come by. So seeing all this is making me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of really hungry after seeing all this. Is there anything you'd recommend?
Yeah. I'd recommend eating breakfast when the rest of your friends do so. Clearly you don't need our help.
Sarah's gonna look at him and go, excuse me?
Reef kind of looks, face palms and looks at Sarah and goes, this is a food shelter.
I'm like, I felt like Sarah's gonna look at her Reef and go, you couldn't have told me this earlier.
Just realized, and I look up at him and expectantly in my what looks like still pretty, like, even if Sarah did her best to clean it, still obviously pretty tattered armor, and just goes, I could still eat.
Sarah looks at him and goes, I am so sorry for bothering you. My friends told me this was a restaurant. I listened to them. However, do you guys take volunteers?
Ooh.
Like I said, you can come back after hours if you want to learn.
I think that's more than fair. Honestly, I've wasted enough of your time today. Again, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, and my friends and I are gonna have a word about, communication. And Sarah's gonna look over and glare.
Reef is glaring back and just going,
It's like, but that's honestly more than fair. I'm sorry for taking up your time, but I will come back later, and I will come back later to learn and maybe help out. And
Another prospective customer walks in. This time it is another homeless looking person. This time it is a middle-aged woman who really does not look like she's in good shape. She the guard kind of goes towards the door to intercept her almost, and he keeps any conversation between the two of them hush hush. You guys can roll perception if you want to try to hear what he's saying.
Absolutely.
absolutely,
I hear
Sarah
nothing. No.
Sarah already made enough of an ass out of herself. So where'd my thingy go? Hold up. There it is.
Yeah. Adia,
Hmm?
roll, god damn it.
I know nothing.
Roll what?
Roll
Sorry.
perception,
Perception.
motherfucker. You are the perception bot.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to help my
I'm just yelling at you.
Help
You're
your
fine.
friends by
Genuinely.
opening your ears. God damn it. You had one job.
Oh, you have many jobs. It's okay.
You all hear nothing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I heard nothing, Jon Snow.
Eventually the woman leaves empty-handed. And the guy closes the door behind her.
Sarah looks at everybody else and goes, we should get out of here for now. And she's gonna look at the guard and be like, what time do you guys close? I don't want to interrupt your workday again.
He says, close an hour after sundown.
Okay. Thank you so much. And again, I am sorry for the misunderstanding and coming off as so naive.
One way to put it.
He kind of he doesn't say anything in response. He kind of just gives you a look and just expects you all to leave.
Yeah,
And
that's fair. To be fair, Sarah is saying this as she walks out the door.
okay. So you all
Someone's gonna head out.
step outside.
Goodbye. No trouble.
Sarah just looks at everyone and is like, well, we're coming back an hour after sundown because I already made an ass out of myself, so I'm at least going to sell the fact that I want to help.
I think it's a good idea. We'll discuss why that's a good idea once we get a little more privacy. But for now, I have a great place in mind. Follow me. And I'm gonna take them around the building to go spy on just go spawn this place to see what other customers are also accepted and which ones aren't,
Okay.
as well as seeing if there is a back door.
While he does that, Sarah is just going to pout because she's annoyed that she didn't think to check first and she should have known this.
Hmm.
Reef's just
Follow-
gonna be
follow
slightly
me.
sad that he didn't get food.
So Reef is gonna, so Sarah's just gonna pout. She's going to walk away somewhere.
Wrong way,
Probably.
Sarah.
Yeah, no, Sarah's purposely like walking away to like pout for a little bit.
Sarah, you do realize that there's imps about, right? They'll poison you again. It's better.
Sarah hears that, grumbles, and goes back to stand.
Don't worry. As a superior devil, I am the bane of all imps' existence. Now follow me. I'm just gonna go this way.
All right, so you start to make your way down the alleyway next to the building. This side of the building, oddly enough, has no windows. The whole side, all the way to the end.
I'm gonna keep her going. Nadia, Rafe, you too.
What? I didn't do
Come on.
anything.
We're gonna leave. Follow me. I go back and just start dragging Nadia and Reef. Follow me.
I'm
Why
trying
do
to
I
do
have
my
to follow
token of
you?
follow.
So
Because
as
I
I'm
know this
talking,
city better than
Sarah's
anyone
gonna
else.
turn and be like, so we think this is a food shelter, but isn't it weird that they kind of turned away somebody who really looked like they needed help?
It absolutely is weird.
I mean, maybe they're full, or maybe it's because we were there, but I don't know. That seemed sus.
Very sussy baka.
Sussy baka?
Very much so. I think we should check to see if there's any windows, or more importantly, a back door to this place. And to not arouse suspicion, we should probably come back an hour after dark.
Nope.
To take them
Well-
on their,
Maybe if we come back, we should split up, because I already, said I was going to come back to try to learn and volunteer. Maybe while I'm doing that and they're slightly distracted, you guys could wander around.
I'm a little
I
bit
sure can
unsure
go works
about
for
that.
me.
I don't think, I think a fight between me and one of them might be a struggle. Let alone, being by yourself with one.
Well, I didn't say I'd be by myself. I said we'd split up. Like, I'm not necessarily saying I'll go alone. Anyone who wants to come with me can. If we all want to go, I'm cool with that as well. I'm just brainstorming.
Say we find a little more, and we try to get a little information before we decide to split off or not. That way we can decide if we should take them out one by one, or do we just let them be?
Works for me. Reef shrugs.
But while they're wandering around, Sarah pulls out a notebook and starts writing a song about communication.
So glad.
Sid immediately responds by start running down a guidebook on how to fight.
You don't know what you don't know what Sarah's doing. It's not like she's saying this out loud.
I know, I'm still gonna do it.
Oh my god.
That's metagaming.
I regret nothing. Literally has no influence over the story. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles.
I know.
Speaking of metagame, get your stupid asses over here.
I'm trying.
I better. Nadia, the aim's coming for you while you're way over there. I'm not gonna help you.
Okay. See ya.
Bye. Let me go way over here.
I'm by serotonin.
Oh my, there's no back door.
Yeah, no doors or windows on this side of the building either.
I asked him if he wants me to do a quick fly around.
Yeah, check on that. Check on that side of the wall over there.
I herp, and fly up into the air and.
Oh, now you show up, you rat bastard.
Yeah.
Not you. We're talking to Nadia.
You
Reef
forget how
me.
laggy my computer is with this new website.
You know what I hear? I'm asking a question. Do you know what I hear?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
No, not you. I'm talking to Nadia still.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, we are so confused.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. That means my plan is working. But anyway, that sounds like excuses, Nadia. Blaming some kind of thing called lag. Go, Reef.
Reef just looks back and forth and goes, I don't know what's happening! And then takes off into the sky.
Okay. Can tell you what you see in just a second. I'm realizing that I forgot to set something up, but I am done. Okay. So, you're just gonna take a full lap, I guess, or
Yeah, just pull up around and see if there's.
okay.
And then also I'm trying to tell if there's like any illusions. Like I know we saw no doors, but like is there actually no doors and windows, or does it just look like there's no doors and windows? And seeing if it looks different from above than in front, if that makes sense.
All right, so yeah, make a perception roll for the two sides that we've already seen. Two sides of the building, that is. Then I'll let you know what you see on the far side where you haven't been yet.
17.
Okay. So the fact that there are no windows or doors on building left, I will say, from the front door, and the back, that's legit. There really are no doors or windows. You find a set of double doors over here on this side of the building. And then like this entire section here on the front portion is all like open air. As that is like a livestock pen. Currently there's only one single cow inside of it.
Does the cow look normal?
Yeah,
Like,
looks
does it look ill? Like
no, looks fine.
Bacon.
I'm starting to wonder what all the meat they're feeding everyone is. Are we Sweeney Todding this? Well, seeing that, I'm going to report that all back to everyone else, and then I'm going to also report that I have a concern that people aren't being fed, well, animal. There's only one livestock, and they're feeding this many people. Even if it's limited, it's many more than what could possibly be there. So, with that knowledge,
Here.
like, Reef's actually concerned. There's something more nefarious happening.
Sarah just looks at him and goes, I mean, technically speaking, human is an animal.
You're right. I mean, my race literally eats our youngs if they don't make it through the beginning. It's not unheard of. So, like, it's not obscene to me, but I just don't know if people are aware. And there's a lot
No,
of
they most
flies and only one cow.
Oh, no. If that's true, they most definitely are not aware. And we should probably do something about that, because that is not okay. It's not kosher, no pun intended.
Reef shrugs and just kind of looks.
Think
and
about
goes,
it.
Oh.
Think about it. We still have to take down Fankaskar. Like that's not a debate. Like he needs to go down. We need to fake murder him. But is it really that bad they're serving people human? I mean, it's better than starving, I think.
No!
I'm sorry, Nadia, but if you like, not all of us have the privilege of being hauled up in a church. But newsflash, most people don't get to eat. So it's either this or they die.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There are definitely a lot of foods in the Queen's stores. I don't necessarily think people need to eat people. The city just had a revolt like 2 days ago. It's not like all food in the city is gone. It's just
No,
been
I'm talking about the
consolidated.
people. I'm talking about people who can't afford food. Believe it or not, I'm from the streets. Trust me, I've seen a good portion of people that can't get food. So is it really that bad? It's not ideal. I will say that, but it's better than starving.
I am kind of bewildered by this, and I'm just looking at him going, okay, but even so, the city isn't on fire, and it hasn't been in disarray or raid. There should be some food stores that, in this chaos, many people have access to.
Yeah, but
Not
I don't think you see
everyone
my
can
point,
literally. Reese looking at Sin and going, I don't think you see a mind. I'm not saying that they're
Reef,
getting
in
it by
order
paying
to
for
order,
it.
what do you mean they're not getting it by paying for it? That's how stores work. Either you pay for it or you don't get anything.
Reef just kind of bonks him on the head and goes, there's been riots. You don't think that the first thing that people who are hungry go to places to steal is places that have food?
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather people riot in order to get food, or would you rather them eat people who are already dead to get food, so they don't riot?
Well, here's the thing. Are we sure they're already dead? I mean, they're obviously dead now, but were they killed for food or they die and eaten as an emergency? There's
Reef looks at everyone and goes, well, two things. I speculation, and I don't they're eating food and animals. I didn't necessarily say what they were eating. Two, we should sneak back in here and find out more.
Well, sure, but the thing is that do you want to do it right now, or do we want to come back after dark?
Oh, after dark, absolutely. There's no reason to do this before dark. They're already suspicious of us. I'm not very tactful at conversation.
Actually, let me find out something real quick. Reef, stay with me, just in case.
Reef walks
I'm
and
gonna go, but
follows.
I'm going up against this wall. I'm just gonna start floating up until I get to the roof. Then I'm going to, while I'm levitating above the roof, I'm going to slowly but carefully, use my hands, start crawling along the roof to see if I hear anything.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And since I'm levitating, I'm not making any sounds. And I can imagine that me crawling my way across the roof while I'm already above it isn't going to make much sound, if any. So, very sneaky boy.
All right, so once you get onto the roof, make a stealth check.
Alright.
I think that's fair.
Alright, I'm not using my shields. This is at +2. A boom.
It's a 20.
20.
Okay. Well, let's see.
I'm assuming that
I'm
only the two that are
flying, not
flying
touching
are
the roof.
making the stealth check.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the last thing that you just said?
I'm assuming only the people who are flying are making the stealth check.
Yeah, the people who are wanting to get onto the roof are the ones that need to roll stealth.
Sarah's just gonna stare at them and tell me and look at and say, "Tell me what you find out. I'm gonna stay down here.
Okay.
I'm good on the ground."
Okay, so
I'm not touching the roof. I'm literally hovering above it.
so then you don't need to roll because you're not actually contacting the roof.
Okay, thank you. Cool.
All right, so Sin, you get up there and you are seemingly undetected. And then what you said, you're just gonna put your ear to the roof and see what you hear inside, or
Yeah, Like as long as I'm confident that I'm pretty stealthy, I'm gonna do this as much as I can.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you feel confident enough. Could you just like ping for me like on the map where on the roof you are, just so I can tell you what you find or you hear if you after you roll?
I'm gonna have Reef tell me exactly where the double doors are.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm gonna go a little
Alright.
bit closer towards the building, so I can
Okay.
try to guess, where the animal's being held, if there are any.
So okay,
Reef's gonna
so
fly
for
up and direct you from above, right?
So-
that's what we're doing.
to be clear, the pen where the cow is open air. There's no roof there. Everywhere else has a roof covering it.
All right, but surely there's a place where the cow, like they would lead the cow in order to slaughter it. In order
Yes,
to,
that would be one of the two areas of the back of the building. So that would be near where the double doors are, which is this part here.
Double door.
Or the remainder of the back of the building, which would be, whole this area here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
All right, so you're gonna go to the bigger section. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and you try to listen close. Roll perception.
Damn it!
All right, you don't hear too much. Just the occasional doors opening and closing. You don't even really hear the footfalls of whoever's walking through there. You just hear the doors opening and closing a few times.
Right, since Reef is hovering and he doesn't have to make he doesn't have to contact the roof, can he try to listen to see? Because I am gonna tell him that someone's opening, closing doors here. Try to take a listen to see what's up.
Yeah, it's going to be at a slight penalty because he's a little further away, but yeah, Reef can try.
You got this, buddy.
Sarah's shouting toward the roof. I don't know what's going on, but I believe in you.
I believe in Reef too.
Everyone chanted, "I believe in Reef."
I believe that Reef will win. I believe that Reef will win.
Reef is so scared.
What,
I
is
was
this like a
looking at
thing
my
of-
abilities to make sure there's anything I can do.
5.
Like a fairy thing where if you clap to believe in fairies, they don't die. I'm like clap to believe in Reef, they don't die.
Fairy godparents. Yeah, Reef doesn't hear anything.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to the other section where livestock could possibly be held up at.
All right, so more towards the west. Okay, make another roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Directly beneath you, you hear. Let's see what's in this room. Okay, so you hear the sounds of activity in this area. Sounds like only one person. And it sounds like they are moving some objects around. You hear the sounds of some like bags being moved, crates. In some cases, you even pick up potentially on the contents of these objects that are being moved. At one point, you think you hear the familiar jingle of coin being moved. And then a few moments later, you hear sort of like the rustling that sounds like maybe it could be like a bag full of feed for the cow that's in the pen, but you're not quite sure beyond that.
Then I'm gonna move close to the middle of the building, not where the two guards are, because I know what's going on over there. But possibly close to the middle where there could be a separate room. I'm gonna try to take a listen.
Okay. Yeah. Try one more time.
Ah! I'll take it.
All right. 13. All you hear is, again, very occasional sounds. And the only sound you hear is what could only be described as metal objects that are like, clinking and clacking together. Perhaps I would say your best guess is that you are currently listening into, the slaughterhouse or the killing floor, and the sounds you hear are perhaps dangling maybe meat hooks that are colliding with one another.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the roof. And then just go back down where the others are. And then as close as I can, where the room where I'm guessing, like the one room where I wasn't able to hear anything, I'm gonna grab Nadia and have her listen. To the side of the wall.
Okay.
Nadia, this is the one place I wasn't able to hear anything. Use your advanced ears and try to figure it out. Goddammit.
Your advanced ear balls.
Advanced ear balls.
Save me
What
from
I get?
myself,
What I
please.
get? Ooh, I got 23.
Very advanced ear balls. Where's your token? Oh, there you are. So yeah, this actually is the same space. This is the killing floor. You hear, in addition to the meat hooks that are colliding with each other, you occasionally hear doors opening, one, possibly two sets of footsteps moving about the room. And you also occasionally hear the sounds of perhaps pieces of meat being either dropped on the floor or
Hey, I'm back.
Just Nadia's advanced ear balls right now.
being like, forcefully, thrown down on top of a table, perhaps. But yeah, it's a bit hard to tell. You're kind of listening through like a brick wall almost. So hard to say exactly what everything is, but you pick up more than most.
Is it heavy enough to be a couch or something lighter?
I mean, it sounds like cuts of meat or pieces of meat. It's not like, someone has like a whole cow like slung over their shoulder and they're just like slamming it on the ground.
Damn it. You
Nice
could
try.
probably do it.
Chopper definitely could do it with Ant Hall and all the other stuff.
That man can lift literal tons without breaking a sweat. But that's besides the point.
Yes,
Nadia,
What?
that is
what you
correct.
say is true. There's at least 5 people here. 2 in the front, 1 with the meat hook area, and then 2 more here. So we're outnumbered. So I think, to what Sarah was suggesting earlier to split up, I think splitting up is not a good idea.
Okay then. Sounds good.
Alright, I have a plan. I have a new plan. Follow me.
Sarah follows.
Alright, so we're gonna have to wait until nighttime. And that's a lot of time to wait. So I have the perfect way to wait. And it
sleep?
involves Reef carrying his part of the bargain earlier.
Is it sleep?
Reef just kind of
Involves-
shrugs and goes, What do you need from me? I got
It
you.
involves legal substances, Definitely has something to do with botany. Very much illegal, and we may or may not gonna need a smoke pipe.
God damn it! I thought it was a nap. Got very excited.
We can get a map if that's what you're into. Rafe, you owe us a map now.
What? Oh, okay.
I said nap.
Oh, have you ever had a
Reef
weed
looks
nap?
at you and
time.
goes, "I can make you go to sleep," and then just
No,
kind
no,
of like,
no. It's okay, Reef.
Sarah, have you ever had a weed nap?
"Yes."
All right, we need to show Sarah the way. Besides, you owe me 2 bags of weed anyway.
You
I-
don't have to
what?
show me
Yes?
anything. I promise.
Reef just assumes all debt Sin tells him he has is true.
All right, I'm gonna lead all of us to my favorite weed dealer. I'm gonna have Reef buy 2 bags of weed.
Okay.
Reef looks around and goes, "Wait, what? Okay."
If we're gonna be waiting for 12 plus hours, we might as well have fun with it. Except Nadia, she's not allowed.
Thank God, I don't want drugs anyway.
It's not drugs, it's botany.
It's botany.
It's botany.
Alright, and after we get said weed, don't know how much it's gonna cost, I suggest we hold up on top of a roof, just spying on the building from afar. The building should be high enough to where the 2 guards from inside can't see us from the window, but we can see them. You know, just out of the window's field of view. And since Nadia is too good to have weed, she can be the advanced eyeballs to spy on them. That's my plan. It's a great plan.
I don't really have an argument against your plan, to be completely honest, Reef says, looking at you, and just goes, "I do think that we..." Reef's just kind of looking at everyone, and I go, "You know what, I think for once, I have to say this, Sin, you have a good plan, and I should follow your lead, and I don't like it. But what you guys think is best is what we should do at this point. I'm not. Reef just looks at everyone and goes, "Normally I just smack heads together and take what I want, and this place is not like that."
No, not at all.
Of course, Reeve, I'm full of great plans.
Well, I'm
Are
going to
you?
follow along since people keep not telling me what's going on, so it's easier to follow. So
Sarah,
that
you
I
mentioned that you
can't
don't-
be embarrassed by lack of communication again.
Alright,
I
Sarah,
look at
I'm
Sarah-
gonna communicate to you very clearly, and I may be a gremlin at times, so I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Have you had weed before?
I am not going to get high.
Hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. Okay? Just hear me out. I'm like shaking Sarah. Hear me out. I'm just waiting for a response. Hear me out, Sarah.
Sarah is glaring at you, and the glare intensifies every time you say, "Hear me out."
Hear me out.
Now, just because I thought of something funny, where is everybody that this is happening? Like back out front of the building?
Yes.
Okay, so while Sin is shaking Sarah, Sin, you see an older human couple walking by, and the man is kind of like staring a bit at what's going on, and the wife, whether she has the wrong idea of why he's looking or not, decides to slap him.
I'm so glad. Guys, Reef just kind of looks and kind of puts his wings up in front of him, blocking the old man's line of sight, and looks at everyone and goes, "We're being stared at, and I don't know why."
Of course, being stared at. I'm a black devil. They don't see that much every day.
And I'm a winged giant. Your point? Staring's rude.
It is rude, but I'm used to it, so it's fine. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, hear me out.
Sarah gets so annoyed she slaps him.
I slap you back.
Are you done now?
Okay, yes, I'm done with my jokes. In all seriousness, like, weed really isn't that much of a drug at all. It's not addictive, like, at all. Like, sugar is more addictive than weed is, really.
Sarah just looks at him and goes, I don't care. If you would like to do it, I am not going to stop you. I just do not wish to partake. I agree that there is nothing wrong with it. It is just not something that I currently wish to do.
Reef raises his
Hey, be
hand
honest
and
with me,
looks at
Sarah.
Sin.
Is it because of the bad rap that we get, or is it because how annoying I am?
Both is good.
Sarah just looks at me and goes, I grew up around an apothecary. You and
I
I
don't know what
both
that
know
is.
that weed does not necessarily have that bad a rap around here. It's not my thing. If you guys want to do it, like I said, I'm not stopping you, and I'm not saying you can't. I never put up an objection. I just said I do not wish to partake.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, just in case. How do you feel about alcohol, though?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, so there's this thing in the streets that we call moonshine, and it's
I know
way
what
better than
moonshine
wine.
is.
Oh yeah, do you know what watermelon moonshine is?
Yes.
God damn it! It's supposed to be a secret in the streets. I don't know how you know. If you want
I work taverns for a living.
I don't sell moonshine in taverns, though.
Dude, you
This
think
is how we make the moonshine.
Sarah just looks at him and goes, Honey, I'm an entertainer with boobs. You think people haven't offered me shit like that before?
I also am looking and I go, you really
Do you
don't think
what?
a tavern ain't gonna sell something that's gonna sell well under the table?
I don't know. Maybe this world's even darker than I thought it was, which is
It is.
saying a lot.
It is darker than you thought it was.
I'm
Sarah
gonna also
Sarah just breaks out into song, I am the entertainer.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Since Sarah, my good friend here, doesn't want any weed, we can still still have a good chilling session with some good old fashioned watermelon moonshine. Sin, I'm Sin.
You guys
Brave,
can
you also
still have it.
you also owed me moonshine.
Sarah just looks at him and goes, Hey, we can still have a chill session with weed. I just don't want any. I can still chill. Secondly, I think getting drunk before we do this thing is probably a bad idea.
Relax, all right? It takes a full hour for one to recover from drunkenness, so we will drink
No, it
responsibly.
takes a full hour for one to recover from a single serving of alcohol. And even then, that is on average. It varies based on body type and metabolism.
Then we'll wait 2 hours. Then you can have the alcohol 2 hours before we start the thingamawatsit, and it will be fine.
Sarah's just like, Jesus. Sarah's like, oh my God. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Serotonin, world-renowned toxicologist going through.
Remember, Sarah grew up with an her parents didn't run it, but her best friend's parents did.
Yeah.
So
She would know, yeah.
between that and working bars, she's seen enough drunk people to know.
You guys saw enough drunk people yesterday. Like,
Sarah knew what she was doing.
I know. Clearly, you got Growl back safe and sound, and you dealt with an angry mob.
With my help,
Well, yeah, I meant you all.
drug solves everything. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, our
Nowhere.
steakhouse. Reef.
Reese just looks up and goes, "Yeah, what? What? What?" I
Once-
stopped paying
once-
attention.
All
What
right,
happened?
once we get the weed, you are gonna have to carry Sarah and Nadia both up the building that we're gonna stake out. And I know they're heavy, but you got this.
I'm not heavy.
I. What? Oh, what? Reef just immediately goes finds the spot that I'm gonna stay up in, stashes a bunch of his things up there, and looks at everyone else and goes, "Okay, I can carry you a lot better now."
You have the weed.
Yeah, I'm kind of hand waving like the whole going to buy it. You know, it's a few gold.
Going to buy what?
The drugs.
Oh, yes. Well, I meant. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just saying that Reef was literally stashing like his stuff on top of the roof that we were going to stash so he could carry people better.
Hmm.
And then
Alright,
was
I
going
flip a
to
coin,
go
so
get
I'm
the
just gonna,
stuff.
I'm just gonna float up where we're gonna stake
I
out.
don't know if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to make it in a way, like, what time of day is it at this point? I guess would be the first question.
Given the, I don't know, let's see. Given the amount of time that you guys have spent casing the joint, talking about a plan, going to buy drugs, arguing about the drugs and the alcohol, and I would say that because you guys have already kind of decided that you're gonna start taking care of this after hours, you know, you take your time with everything. I'd say it's getting close to sunset.
Alright, so then, yeah, I'm gonna use the cover of dust to stash my stuff on the roof and then go get the weed. Because
Okay.
I've been living in the city for a bit and I'm dealing with who I was working for before. I don't see why I wouldn't know where to find something like that.
Okay.
Right? That's fair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I look at everyone else and I see if they're ready to get to the roof.
Yeah, I'm already on the roof because I can float. Sarah and Nadia are too fat and heavy for me to pick up while I'm floating.
Whoa.
Sarah hits him again.
I'm literally imagining you taking a pebble off the ground and just hurking it at him.
Yes.
I just imagine it. When he gets back, Sin's slowly levitating up. Said, "Why did you pick them up?" I said, "They're too fat and heavy." And then Sarah throws a rock.
Just being like, yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked. What did you expect them to do?
I regret nothing.
I'm nothing.
Okay, so you guys get yourselves into your positions, whatever they may be, with two of you up top and I guess the girls down below.
Well, no, we brought them.
You brought them
That's
up.
why I put all the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. So
Literally pick them up and fly them.
you're right. That's right. Everyone's on the roof. And you guys kind of sit up there and enjoy your purchases. Those of you who want to enjoy them, the ones who don't, you're kind of just waiting for the time to arrive as I switch to the after hours music. It's very, very bassy. Let me raise the volume so you guys can hear it. All right. So at this point, I'd like everybody to make a perception check.
Yeah. Boom. Damn it.
Perception's not been my friend, so we'll see. Doo-doo-doo.
Ooh.
Nope, it's not my friend. It's not
Or
my
we
friend.
got this. Nadia!
Can you make it for me? My computer decided to get a massive lag spike.
Yep, I got it.
Got you.
What'd I get?
25.
Woo! Take that.
So,
Advanced eyeballs man now.
so eyeballs and earballs over here. Nadia, you notice the two guys who were in the front of the shop earlier are locking up for the night. And you just keep observing them because, obviously that doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary. But then a few minutes later, someone approaches the front of the butcher shop and is let inside. And they remain inside for a few minutes, and then the front door opens and they leave. And they go up the road to the east. Beyond that, you hear mostly the sounds coming from inside of just cleaning up.
So, I'm gonna wait until I hear him leave and then tell everyone that it's clear to go in.
Before we do, I have one thing that one suggestion.
What's up?
Is that since it might be a possibility that they might be killing people to feed people, that might be why they offered to let us go inside after hours.
I look
So
at him and I go, so he's dinner then. It's fine.
Not my point. My point is that if we go inside, I recommend that we have a group's like a special signal to let a secret signal to let everybody know that it's fake murder time.
Okay.
And
What
what
do
I
you
think,
propose to be the signal?
and let me see, it can't be something obvious. I recommend that our secret signal be like once we feel like something's wrong, one of us cracks a joke at the other because we crack jokes all the time, especially Sarah. She's a bit of a jokester over there. We crack a joke, and then my point exactly. Thank you, Sarah. Anyway, my point is that if we decide that something's wrong and we might need to fake murder them, that we make a random joke that we wouldn't normally, and then we stick our tongue at the person we're making a joke to.
Sticking our tongue out is the sign.
No, like a joke that seems unusual and then sticking tongue out is sign.
Okay.
What would be a joke that's unusual to you?
Alright, for example, like I make jokes about, oh, you're a good person, so you're not allowed to do that, or like, oh fuck, my jokes are random anyway. Let's say we'll make a joke about someone's looks.
I'm sorry, make a joke about somebody's what?
About somebody's looks. Like, not even something that's insulting, like for you, like for example, I'd be like, that's why you're a brunette. Nah. Like, it's not really a joke, and it's not really insulting, so like, oh fuck, something must be wrong.
So we're gonna insult each other via hair color. That's our signal. Got you.
That's our yes, hair color specifically. That's our joke.
Sarah's just
That's
gonna
the
look him
signal.
dead in the eye and just say, I'm colorblind. I only see in black and white.
Do your best. All right, it's time to float. It's time to float down back to ground floor and let's do the thing. Oh wait, you can't float because you're a brunette. Nah. And I float down for the building.
So am I supposed to follow him or what? I'm confused now.
Reef
Yeah,
looks
come
at
on, yeah, come on, guys, just float down. You can do it if you believe hard enough.
Reef just grabs Sarah and just goes, "Hup, we're going down now," and just kind of floats us down.
Yeah, just float down. You can do it. It's easy.
Fuck you.
Fuck
It's
you too.
easy. It's
All you-
easy.
You just gotta believe you can float. It's how I do it.
Fuck all of you.
How do I do this? Doing?
Do a flip.
Imagine.
To a flip. Yes. Flip.
Nadia's just trapped on the top. Is just trapped on the building. All right,
Yeah,
guys, let's
I
go.
refuse to jump. I refuse to jump.
All right, bye, Nadia. Good luck. All right, Reef, let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
You get
All right, we start making our way towards the building without Nadia.
Wait, Reef is like double takes and goes, no, I'm getting Nadia from the roof first, and then walks back and then flies back up and grabs her, and then flies back down and goes, I'm sorry.
Aww, it would have been
Thanks for-
funny.
Thanks for carrying me down. Unlike some people.
Yes, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah's
Sin.
like, what?
Why didn't you carry her down?
Why didn't you carry me down?
It is beyond my power.
Right.
I'm not even
Sure,
joking. It
really.
actually is beyond. It actually is beyond my power. All right, Sarah.
So
Since you were the one who were talking to the guards, so to convince them to let us go after night, you're up.
Sarah walks into the building.
Right behind her.
well, it's locked. Remember they locked up. So
Yeah, she knocks on the door.
okay. You see a one of those door sort of like slits open to the side. You know, those like little rectangle peephole looking things, and Mr. Unibrow is there, and he says, "So you actually were serious."
Yeah. I mean, I already made enough of an ass out of myself earlier. I figured the least I could do is help out.
Okay, so you watch as he sort of like slightly turns his head to his right and sort of gestures with his eyes towards someone or something that you can't see, at least not from out here. He opens the door and lets you in, and you see you also see the guy that was behind the counter earlier. Now, Sin, I see where you're standing. Were you attempting to also get inside at the same time?
Oh yeah, I'm right with Sarah.
Okay. So the guy doesn't really pay much mind to the fact that you're also there, other than looking at Sarah and just says, "Where's the other two?"
They got high and decided not to come.
Typical.
Wait, what? What? Like, why aren't? Where are the other two?
Well,
Sarah
where are the other two? Since they're
Reef is gonna find another way in, back up exit, but is
okay.
then going to the front, like scouting real quick and joining.
All right. So, as I said earlier, there's only one other set of doors that go into this place.
I meant like scouting it to see if they're locked or if they're
Oh,
unlocked
gotcha.
quickly, like,
All right. So, roll perception on the other set of doors to check them.
that's gone so well for me.
I mean, legit, all you do is you just jiggle the handle of the door. And you're kind of just like...
That's locked. Totally can't hear anything through a locked door. Walks away.
Yep.
And then I just kind of jog up behind them. And I look back and I go, I might have gotten a bit lost. And I may have left Nadia behind. But we also want to come in. But I want to go back and find her now that I found the place. And I didn't want you guys to think we weren't coming. And we do want to volunteer. And I'll be right back. I look at the guard and I go, I'm sorry. It's been a little chaotic in the city. Things are a lot different looking. Our fucking priest lady is lost and okay, you
Sarah
guys are
just
here.
Sarah
I'll be right
just looks
back.
at the guard while gesturing to Reef, going, "See."
And I look at her and going, wait, what? Well, see what? We were lost. We're here. I mean, well, I'm here. I gotta go back and get her. But we'll looking at the guard. After you let them in, do you mind letting us in? Or are you gonna be gone? Reef says, out of breath, like he was just running, trying to once he realized he was getting to the door.
Sarah's like, I guess they changed their mind on coming. Either that or they realized we left without them. I'm surprised about that.
You left without us. I'm aware. I just was a little slow on the uptake. But I know now. I see what you mean by communicating.
Just continues to Sarah just looks and gives like a knowing look at the guard, like, see what I put up with?
I'm hoping this bluff works.
He just looks at you and says, I'm not interested in any games.
When you say looks at you, me or Reef?
He's looking at all of you.
Okay. Sarah's like, look, when I left, they were smoking weed. I guess they decided to come after all. That's all I know. I guess they do want to help, but
Reef
I was not lying when I told you I didn't think they were coming.
Reef looks up and goes, honestly, it's true. I am a bad influence, and I didn't want to join. I felt like it was silly to come volunteer. And, well, they told me why it made sense to, and after them leaving, I felt a bit guilty, but I didn't actually know where we were once they left us, because I thought I was just going to go off and do my own thing for the night. And Nadia, being the kind soul she is, tried to chaperone me and make sure I didn't do stupid things. And now I've left her trying to come back here, but I told her I'd be right back because I wanted to make sure I could find the place before I just managed to get locked out. And I knew there was a certain time we had to be here by, so I ran and left her. So I really do want to volunteer, and don't blame the priest for being part of this little chaos gremlin horde that I have. I'm learning, okay?
Sarah just looks at the guard and was like, dude, it's up to you. But I realize we're an odd bunch, and if you say no, I get it.
I'm going to need someone to roll bluff.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I got you.
If I need to assist, I'm happy to assist.
You can if you want to.
I do want to assist.
Okay.
I'm specifically assisting, though.
All right, so that's +2. So it's an 18. He makes another signal to whatever's behind him. And you hear the door in the back behind the counter open. And for now, it seems like whoever was there is just in the back for now, or is gone to take care of something. And he just says, "Come on inside. We'll talk."
Thank you.
All four of us go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah says thank you and walks inside.
Nadia, you too.
What?
Her computer's lagging.
Inside.
We're helping her out, remember?
Just saying, what's the plan? All four of us gotta be inside. There.
No. Tim, do you mind moving Nadia for her?
I just did.
Oh, you did. Awesome. Sorry.
Thank you.
Well, my computer is not lagging. My brain is.
I feel that in my soul.
He has you sit on the same bench as before, and he just says, "Give me a moment," and he also goes to the back. What do you guys want to do?
Go to the back with him?
Sarah is going to
I'm gonna
sit.
lean on the wall to try to listen to, try to see if I can hear anything.
So Sarah's gonna sit on the bench, but like from her position, look around. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Like she's going to carefully observe her surroundings, but like not moving from the bench.
Okay. So go ahead and roll perception, both you and Sin.
Yay.
All right. So, Sarah, you look around the room that you're sitting in, and they haven't finished up like pulling all of the product from behind the counter yet. And your sort of visual investigation here does kind of confirm what you guys had suspected before, which is that this is a lot of meat for the amount of livestock that you, at least as far as you could tell, are here. So that strikes you as suspicious. Sin, you put your ear to the wall, and you pick up a fair amount of conversation between the two guys that were manning the front of the butcher shop. They are discussing how they're going to deal with the fact that you're all here. You don't get every last word of what they're saying, but they don't seem to have any intention of teaching Sarah how to butcher things. They are discussing in no uncertain terms what they are going to do to you and with your bodies when they are done.
Does anyone tell Reef?
Sin, you hear...
I gotta get all the information first, my guy.
Sin, you hear... you hear one of them say, well, we can't we very well can't let Varric find out that these people are walking around here. No one can go back there. No one can go upstairs. No one can see him. Nothing. Like, we have to deal with this now. And the other one just says, yeah, in due time. Save the pretty one for last.
Who's he talking about?
You don't know. But he just says, I think we could use a good time before we dispatch that one. Maybe she'll sing for us.
Oh.
And you then hear the sounds of equipment being collected. You're not sure what, but
You telling us, or are we gonna die?
Once I've heard all of that, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna say it'll just whisper. I'm just going to whisper like I'm gonna say do this. I'm going to let everyone know that yeah, they're not giving us a tour.
Sarah's like, yeah, I'm not surprised. So, game plan?
Game plan is this: try to get one of them separated from the other and murder him as fast as we can.
well, in between, first of all, I need anyone who is discussing a plan, because just as I've allowed you to roll to listen to them, they're going to get a chance to listen to you. So anyone who is discussing the plan, really all of you, can just go ahead and roll bluff, because you're conveying secret messages at the moment. We'll make it a group check.
I win.
What am I doing?
Bluff checks. Yeah, bluff checks. Yeah, anyone who is actively discussing the plan.
You motherfucker.
Well, you should have told Ruth the plan sooner, apparently.
Oh, right. I assume I have to roll for Nadia. Oh, pretty good.
So Sarah is just like, whoop, and pulls out her dagger.
So, group average here. You guys are pretty quiet. Reef sort of like absentmindedly, like bumps into the counter while kind of just shuffling his feet while you guys are talking. The voices on the other. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, I didn't realize you were still going.
Oh yeah, the voices on the other side of the wall stop for a few moments, and then Sin, you just hear one of them say to the other, "Go get the others. Don't tell Varric yet."
Varric? Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tell you it's different from the guy. I just tell you the name. It's different from the guy. It's different from our target.
No, I know.
No, Varric is the target.
I was like,
Varric
why
is
do
the target. I have Ben Cascars is the target.
Yes, Varric Van Kaskerkin. That's his name.
Hold on,
Okay,
sorry,
same person.
I'm
Never mind.
out of game for a second. Wasn't there a Varric in the last campaign too, or am I confusing the two?
Okay, so that was Auric, and Auric is Varric's brother, which none of you know in character, but
Okay, sorry, I was like, hold up, Varric, I know that name. Why do I know that name? Anyway, so, alright, so Sarah's gonna, actually no, I said Sarah's gonna pull out her dagger. She's actually pulling out her, short bow.
short bow. Okay. So, Sin, you hear the footfalls of somebody walking away from the wall that you're trying to listen through. You don't hear any voices for a good bit, and then you hear a few different sets of footfalls as they approach the door.
I immediately stop pressing against the wall to listen in.
So Sarah is actually going to kind of angle herself so that she's hiding behind the counter, roughly pointing at where the opening of the door is. So, like, essentially, they won't be able to see her right away, but she'll be able to see them when they open the door. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
It does.
It does, yeah. It does. A few moments later, the door slowly opens. It opens from your position. It opens inward to the back. And you don't immediately see anyone as having, it's not obvious that somebody opened the door. So whoever did so is trying to remain hidden. But at this point, I am going to ask for initiative.
Okay.
Hang on, I got this.
I'm treating this as both sides here are attempting to get a surprise round, so nobody gets a surprise round.
I got
That's
this.
valid.
Yep.
That's absolutely valid.
That's valid.
Depression. You
I got
guys,
a 4. I want to
are you
reroll.
so slow? So
I
slow.
want to reroll.
Okay, when the guard's got a 3.
4 in initiative. Just cleric things.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I got a nat 1 before.
Nah.
It's okay. You're the healer. You get to be reactive, and that's why clerics have bad initiative.
Wait, seriously?
No, I'm just making that up as far as class fantasy is concerned. It's what I mean is if the cleric is really good initiative and goes first all the time, there's nothing to heal.
That's true.
So, Sin is first to act. Followed by Sarah.
Then after you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna stand right about here, try to get a peek.
All right, so
And, oh my.
yeah, down the hall you see arranged, not quite all in a straight line, are four dudes. Let me see if they had physical descriptions of the first two. I'm just gonna do what you're gonna do. I'll just see if I can track down the descriptions of the others.
Alright, see there's a shitload of them. Which isn't good. I'm the front, I'm gonna get hit a shitload. So I'm gonna activate Rage. Specifically my Constitution Rage. Because I want more hit points.
Okay. All right. So I found so this is the guy with the unibrow. This is the one. This one's the one with the really the chainmail is probably a size too small. This guy here, it's a burly looking dude with broad shoulders, and he's got long sideburns. Pretty nasty looking guy. And then the one all the way in the back, he is pretty thin, looks a little jittery, and kind of has a sickly looking complexion.
All right, Sarah's not actually moving right now. This is just me trying to get an angle. Okay.
Okay, so all right. So Sin, you take your position. Are you like leaning against the counter right now? Or are you on top of the counter?
I'm leaning against it.
Leaning against it. Okay.
Alright, let me see. There's no need to engage them yet. So after raging, I have +4 to my health. Not just +2 because of, level up stuff. I have 29 health right now, which is better than 25. And then I don't like his face, so I'm gonna shoot him. No, I'm not.
Yeah, let me update that for you. All right, so
Then afterwards, I use a swift action to grab my shield.
all right. So you fire your longbow. The arrow just sails over all of their heads.
Sad.
Yeah, it impacts the wall behind all of them. Just harmlessly.
So yeah, now I'm busting out my shield. So I have my turn.
Okay.
Alright, so Sarah is going to kind of dart out from her hiding place,
Mm-hmm.
shoot her crossbow at this one, and then dart back to her hiding place.
Crossbow. Short bow.
Hold up. Did I say crossbow?
You said crossbow.
I am so used to saying crossbow.
That's fine. I mean, that's better than me getting the name wrong. So, all right. I mean, 8, same result. Your arrow just does not hit anything. Actually impacts the wall, or really the double doors in the back of the room. Pretty close to where Sin's arrow landed.
So as Sarah is rolling back, she just shouts, "Twinsies!"
So glad.
And I end my turn.
All right. So, it is this one in the front here. He's going to respond in kind and draw a longbow. And he will fire at the target that's directly in front of him. So that would be Sin. He rolls a 12, and that misses. The arrow misses to the right, and it actually cracks the glass on the counter. So he's very frustrated with himself for that. And then following his miss, the one all the way in the back is going to knock an arrow on his longbow and do the same. He's going to shoot at Sin. That is a 14. That misses as well. And that hits on the other side of the glass, or other side of Sin, but also hits the glass. And now both sides of the counter glass are now cracked. And it's now Reef's turn.
So, Reef, seeing what's going on, is going to walk or fly over the counter, actually. Just jump and fly and land straight in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And bellow at them intimidatingly and go straight into a blood rage. And after raging, that condition, I'll put it on. I am going to. I don't want to close that. There we go. Swing at the guy directly in front of me and just hurk him straight in the gut. With the flail. Sorry. I had flail, I didn't mean to click on the glaive in the first place.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you swing the flail kind of like a sidearm motion, hitting this big guy right in the ribs. he doubles over a bit from the pain. I mean, he still stands. The blow didn't kill him, but he's hurt and he knows that you're a threat now.
Reef just goes, wake up time. And this is your chance to run. And then it's my turn.
Okay. So next is this guy. He will also draw a longbow and he will shoot at Reef as he cannot aim further past. Reef with the wingspan is a pretty decently sized frame, so he can't really fire upon Sin with Reef in the way. He rolls a natural 1, and so the arrow misses horribly. And he too is frustrated with his own ineptitude. It's now Nadia's turn.
When you say the arrow misses horribly, does it shoot him in the foot or the knee?
No, I don't. No, it's not like a fumble, but the arrow basically misfires and just goes straight down into the floor, just harmlessly.
Right. Sorry. I had to ask.
I know. But all right, it's Nadia's turn.
Where are all the enemies?
They're in the room. They're in the room. So fuck them up.
I think I just have a bit to see. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on the person in front of me.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Reef is now the beneficiary of Sanctuary, which means that anyone directly trying to attack Reef has to make a will save against a DC of 14.
I'll take it.
All right. Cool. Well, there is another man who has a bow and arrow, and he's going to attempt to shoot Reef, and he rolls a 14, so he can attempt to shoot Reef. He rolls a natural 20, but he rolls a 1 on the confirm roll, and he deals 1 point of damage, piercing damage to Reef, as the shot hits Reef square in the chest, but is stopped by Reef's parade armor. So barely a scratch on him.
Reef just grins at him with his teeth and goes, if you keep up with this shit, you're dinner, right?
He just puts on his best bad guy face and begins to reach back for another arrow.
Okay.
But that's his turn. And it's now Sin's turn.
Alright, seeing the situation, Rage, Constitution's no longer going to be helpful. So, I'm going to deactivate Rage for now.
Okay. So 2 rounds of fatigue.
Yeah. It's kind of a shot in the foot, but you know what? It is what it is. In 2 rounds, I'll be able to get more of a useful Rage.
Yeah.
Longbow. Hey. Wait. I'm sorry. I had a whole plan of how I was gonna be able to shoot past Reef, and I completely forgot to say it. I'm gonna quickly stand on the thing behind me to get enough of a aerial so I can shoot down to this guy.
Okay.
Okay. I can see that.
then after shooting him, I'm just gonna climb back down.
All right. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, fuck you, fucking cannibal.
Yeah, your arrow hits him right in the shoulder. He kind of just recoils after, he got his ribs smashed. Now his shoulder's been shot with an arrow, and he at first attempts to pull the arrow out of his shoulder. Then he just thinks better of it. And he's already trying to get his bow back, onto his back and reach for a different weapon. He's trying to do a lot of things right now and not doing any of them particularly well.
I love it.
I know your secret. I know you're all cannibals and you must die.
With that, it is now Sarah's turn.
So Sarah is going to again roll out. I'm kind of going to try to aim under Reef's legs at this one.
Roll out. Boo, boo, boo. Ooh.
Roll
And then
out.
she's going to roll
Dun,
back.
dun.
Reef understands if he gets shot, he's in the way, and he put himself there. So pay no mind to potential damage to Reef.
The arrow simply misfires, and
Okay.
yeah, no.
And you shoot yourself in the foot.
I used to do fumbles on ones. I don't think that's very fun. I've learned that it's not very fun for me as a DM, and I don't even really like it as a player either. So I just stopped doing it. I don't know.
100%. I just did it because Sarah's the one who said, and the other guy got in that one, so he gets a fumble. But now she got in that one, so she should fumble.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I was fucking around.
I respect asking about it, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just the longer I've played with fumbles, the less I like playing with fumbles. It's just I don't really see a point to it.
Angry.
Like, because I mean, think about it. Like, we're talking about, especially in like the late game, we're talking about like highly skilled and experienced adventurers. You're telling me that 5% of the time they drop their mace on their foot? No, that's not true. Like, it just doesn't happen that often.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you taking that stance, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just try to think about it logically, I guess. Anyway, so it is the guy who's getting beat up in the front here. He is, like I said, he's going to think better of trying to use a longbow from short range, and he's instead going to draw a long sword. And he is going to try and bring that sword down upon Reef. And he rolls a natural 1 on the will save, so he is unable to attack Reef.
Yeah, baby.
And he cannot attack Reef for the remainder of the duration of the spell, which is about a round and a half at this point.
Take it.
So yeah, instead he is just going to start yelling, just shouting all manner of obscenities in common, like, motherfucker, can't hit you with a magic, he's just unintelligibly like raging, seeing red, just screaming obscenities.
I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do what me and Reef can do.
he is a very unhappy camper. Okay, now it's time for this one in the back. This is the guy that did succeed against the Sanctuary spell. He will fire once again at Reef. That's a 7. That misses. And it's now Reef's turn.
Reef is grinning at this point and looks at the guy right in front of him and pretty much just goes batter up, throws a sting chuck up in the air,
You
and then
don't-
smashes it.
I don't think you have any more sting
Oh, I
chucks.
don't have any more left.
Yeah.
I have a skull though. I have a skull.
You have a
I
skull.
empty skull.
You have an empty
So I'm gonna
skull.
take the empty skull, throw it up in the air right in his face, and then swing the
The flail.
flail so it just smashes the bone, and the bone fragments go flying towards him, and then the flail also hits.
Okay, so first of all, this is gonna be some kind of combat maneuver. Hold on,
That's fine. That's fine by me.
let me figure out exactly which one it is. But this is gonna be.
That's my plan. I'm literally just gonna right in front of him, throw the skull up, and then smack it with the flail, and watch the flail hit him and the bone fragments, because that flail ain't getting its momentum stopped by a fucking piece of bone.
I can't help but love that Reaper's actually using the light flail just because the glaive has failed her failed you the last fight.
Oh, I got so mad at it in character that it is literally in timeout.
It's in weapon jail.
It is literally in weapon jail. Until the flail fails me, it will come right back out. Or if I have enemies that decide to stay away from me because they realize being up close is a very, very bad idea.
All right, so
So
I'm going to call this a dirty trick combat maneuver.
All right, that's valid. That's absolutely valid.
So make a combat maneuver check, and if successful, then your attack will get some kind of bonus. Although with a 23, I'm not sure that you need it. Still, for flavor purposes.
Fair. For flavor purposes, so CMB, not CMD.
17. Okay. So let's see here. What is his? Oh, that's a success. So here's what happens. The skull is tossed. I mean, about as high as you can without touching the ceiling. So, you know, it's about 9 feet off the ground-ish, 9 to 10 feet. You watch as your skull floats through the air, and just as it's getting to be about level with his face, you swing the flail, and you swing so hard that after you are done following through, you see many, many bone shards implanted in this man's face. Full damage on the hit, and these shards are just so deeply embedded that yeah, you've killed him. Like,
This is your life now. Oh, it's over. Goodbye.
picture just like all of the shrapnel just at very high speed, just burrowing into his face, like eyes gouged, like just blood everywhere. You know, if the
Reef is very proud of himself. Let's put it that way.
if the flail had simply hit his face this hard, his face would probably be unrecognizable. But he just crashes to the floor in a heap, and he is most certainly dead.
I look at the rest of them and grin splattered in blood and say, "Who's next?" And then my turn. By stepping in over his corpse
Roll intimidate.
and giving everyone else room.
Roll intimidate. I'm giving you a free action intimidate here. Okay, so they're not frightened just yet, but the 3 remaining thugs here are starting to kind of just look at each other and be like, what do we do about this?
I'm very on board with this. Okay, let's go.
So this one here is going to take a step forward, and he's going to try and roll and beat the sanctuary spell.
Man, Sanctuary's really giving me a hard time, huh?
8. That's an 8. He can't attack. It's now
My priest.
it's now Nadia's turn.
Again, I don't know what to do. Can I try squeezing through the doorway?
Well, the door's wide open. Yeah, you can just walk through.
Oh. I'm gonna sidestep. That's a small room. I'm gonna roll to attack. Just good.
Okay. So you take a big downward swing with your glaive to try and slash into that man who is 10 feet away. And you miss.
No.
Swing and a miss.
It was a worthy effort, but no good. All right, this last one here now has to try and beat the sanctuary spell. That's a 6. So he can't attack Reef. He is, however, going to step forward and swing his sword at you, Nadia. Natural 1. So
Hell yeah.
these guys are rolling like shit. I love it. All right, top of the round, Sin's turn.
Alright, my big T goes down 1, so my next turn I can attack normally again. That's gonna be pretty swiftly. So, from the place of everyone, I can't get within melee range, so I'm just gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna stand up on the table. I'm gonna shoot at someone. I'm gonna shoot at him. I don't like his face either.
Mhm.
Kind of cringe. And he's gonna die.
Well, that is reduced to a 12 because you're firing at a target that's engaged with a melee. That's a miss.
Damn it. Hey, how's that work?
If you are using a ranged attack on a target that is engaged in melee, you take a penalty to the attack roll.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah. As far as I know, there's a feat to get around that, but I forget what it's called. But all right, you happy with your positioning still, or do you want to move?
I'm gonna move right here, just in case that Nalia decides that she wants to get behind me.
Okay. Sounds good. Sarah, it's your turn.
Sarah's again going to kind of roll out.
Roll out. Roll out.
Just staying on the floor.
Doing the cat to Dino plie.
She realizes that there's too many people in the way, so she's gonna kind of just stand behind Sin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming she can't get past him right now, so she's just gonna like get.
You can squeeze through. It would be like squeezing is treated like difficult terrain when you're trying to get past people. So yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so Sarah's gonna kind of squeeze. She's not gonna squeeze all the way, but she is going to like kind of squeeze her short bow next to Sin, aiming at this guy.
Okay. Which one is your target? Well, actually, hold on. If I'm sorry, you're squeezing like to the right. Okay, so
Sin's right, like to the left on the screen, though. If that makes sense.
Okay, so here's the thing with that. You all right? Here, I'll make sure that this is still.
Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna aim at this dude. Sorry, I changed my mind. I'm gonna aim at this one because I have a clearer shot.
Yeah, so actually that's what I was going to say is that you go to try and like make your shot at the angle and you can't because to your right immediately is like a staircase. So you can't really angle your shot that way, but you realize in doing this that you can aim all the way at the guy at the end of the hallway. And 13, yeah, he's not engaged, so that's no penalty. 13 hits.
for 3 points of piercing damage. Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
All right. At this point, I would like everyone to make a perception check, please.
Yay. Yes.
Okay.
Bonk.
All right.
Reef's angry and doesn't know much.
Mm-hmm. And then, Sarah, if you want perception roll, please. All right, I'll just move on. Sin and Nadia, you both hear movement coming from upstairs.
You hear that, Sim?
I do, and yeah, that's bad. They said don't go upstairs, so something bad's gonna happen.
The guy at the back loads up another arrow, tries to fire at Reef, only rolls an 8. So it just the arrow just harmlessly bounces off of Reef's armor. Yeah, and it's now Reef's turn.
Reef excitedly looks at the remaining few in front of him, and if I'm not mistaken, can I swing in an arc in a full attack and hit both of them? Is that a thing?
Not without the cleave feat.
Thank you. I was like, I know I'm missing something. I know my glaive has reach and brace. Okay, yeah, then I cannot. I didn't remember if the glaive had it. Okay, so knowing that I can't really do much, I'm just gonna...
Well, you still have your flail in hand from the last turn.
Oh, no, I know. I meant,
Oh.
that's what I meant. Like, I'm literally, like, Nadia's behind me. There's two right to the front of the side of me.
Yeah,
I'm
not...
trying to do what works.
Yeah.
And take a major swing and a full attack swing at the guy in front of me. Just wha-bam!
Yeah, straight in front of you is the target, or to your right?
The one straight in front of me.
Straight in front.
And since I'm not moving, I get 2 attacks, right? Since I'm doing a full round attack.
No, you need to have at least a +6 base attack bonus for 2 attacks.
Fair. I read +2 and this... My brain is shot.
It's all good. I'm right there with you. The greatest thing about like being like here in this moment isn't even the game. It's the fact that I have the next 3 days off from work.
That's amazing.
It's a beautiful thing. Your attack hits for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And after you hit this guy, he's kind of like trying to shake it off. And his eyes kind of go up towards the ceiling because he also heard the movement from upstairs. And this is the guy with the too tight chainmail, and his expression is not one of excitement for the activity that's going on. But it's now his turn, and well, we already know that he can't attack you. So he is going to take a 5-foot step away, and he is going to attempt to aim downrange and try and shoot at Nadia. That is a 14. So Nadia, you step to the side ever so slightly, and the arrow just sails past you.
Yeah.
No harm done.
Love it.
And it's
I love it.
now your turn.
In retaliation, I'm gonna take my own bow and shoot at the same guy.
Okay, so you have a crossbow, right?
Yes. Yes.
Ways of cat.
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow. All right, 11 misses.
Damn it. I'm trying to be cool. That's my turn.
Okay. This guy here is going to swing his sword at Nadia. That's a hit. That's a 21. Nadia takes 5 points of slashing damage. And it's now Sin's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze past everyone. Oops, excuse me. Pardon me. I'm right here. And I'm no longer fatigued because 2 rounds have transpired.
That is
So-
correct.
You know what that means?
Means you can hit things more good.
It means I can rage again.
That's also true.
Die. And I'm gonna stab this guy because I don't like his face. Wait, no, I'm not. This guy's already took damage.
That's
Stab him
correct.
instead.
Okay.
Stab.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, it's a shame the crit damage roll wasn't very good. However, 8 points of damage is what you needed. You slash straight across this guy's chest, and he just crumples over. He's bleeding out on the floor. He's done.
Yeah. Good job, gentleman's foil. That's how it's done. Okay, my turn.
Sarah's turn.
Sarah's gonna squeeze in,
Okay.
and again she's gonna aim at this guy.
All right. Short bow. 12.
Hit this thing.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
Like how I'm initiative where we go from 21, 20, and then 9.
And I end my turn.
You all hear more movement, and the movement stops at around the top of the staircase. It is now the one in the back. He watching two of his fellow thugs get their asses slain in battle. He is going to disengage, and he is going to run.
Not Dino, fuck. Sin's gonna cry out. Good decision! See that guy? He's smart.
It's now Reef's turn.
Reef takes off after him and literally hucks the flail at the back of his head.
Oh my god, okay. So let's see. You move your speed, which is
I'll fly over everyone if need be.
sure, yeah. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. You get to about here.
Okay.
I will say that he is like right about this door when you get there. So go ahead and make a strength roll first to yeet your flail. I see you've already made the attack roll. That's fine. 10. I'll you know what? Why did you say you were like kind of yelling something at him too, or no? Or you just
I
okay?
literally yelling at him and saying, "Where are you going? Get back here!"
Okay, so you
The running option is over.
yeah you
I gave it to you earlier.
you yell that as you're already in the act of throwing the flail, which gets him to stop dead in his tracks, and he turns around and the flail just hits him square in the chest. And he gets like blown back into the door, The flail falls to the floor. He also slumps to the floor. He's not dead, but he is just like so, like not like game mechanics stunned, but stunned that just happened to him.
Okay, turns out
Reef
running away was
literally-
not a good decision.
Reef shouts, I said if you stayed, you were dinner. He's still blood raging, so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe want because he's gonna fucking murder this man. My turn's over though.
Okay, it's Nadia's turn.
I'm going to.
One shot him.
Yes, I'm gonna use my short bow again and try to
Just mercy kill.
mercy kill him.
You
don't
realize
need
you're
anyone-
right in front of him, though, right? That's like ranged weapons don't work very well.
We don't need anyone telling anyone about what happened today.
I want the three of you, everyone other than Reef, make a perception roll real quick.
Yeah. Reef's oblivious to everything except what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Not Reef on this one. Everybody else.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna say that only Sarah hears what is transpiring on this one,
Fair enough.
because this is actually going to come from the guy that Reef just absolutely bodied with the flail. Reef, you swear you hear this guy kind of just meekly say, "All right, I'll talk." And somehow Sarah hears that as well.
Sarah's like, hold up.
Reef's just
Dead guy says
slowly
what?
walking towards him.
Nadia, you can continue with your turn.
Yeah, am I able to see the guy that was running?
I mean, you saw where he went. He went through the set of double doors. You don't currently see him, though. At least I don't think you do. Let me check the... Oh, I didn't even open the door in the dynamic lighting. Let me do that. That's my bad. All right. Now I can actually properly see if you can see this guy. I don't think you can, but no, you cannot see him. You can't see Reef either.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna skip it. Let's just see what happens.
Okay, so are you like holding an action, or you're just passing?
I'm just passing.
Passing your turn? Okay. This guy is also going to attempt to disengage. Taking the withdraw action, so no attacks of opportunity against him, but he's also going to run. He is going to go right past Reef. And he has enough speed to even go right past his friend. And the guy down on the ground is like, "Where are you going?" And the guy disengaging is like, "I'm not going to be here when Varric sees what's happened." He's like, "I'm out of here." It's now Sin's turn.
Get your stupid ass back here! 10, 15... Wait a minute, how did he get that far?
Full run.
Full
He
run.
can't, he disengaged, though. That's why I didn't get an attack of opportunity. Is that?
Yes, but let me see here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I did not mean to click that. Okay, so you're right. I did miscalculate how far he could go. Let's see here. It's 15, 20, 25, 30. So he actually gets to about here. You can still go double your speed on a withdraw. So
Oh, you can double speed withdraw. I did not know that.
yes, not 4 times speed on a full run, but yeah, double on a withdraw.
20, 25. There you are, you so wait, is this guy that keeps mercy killing?
This is the healthy one that tried to flee. The one that is battered and broken is this one here.
So this one, he's like, he hasn't surrendered yet. Like, he's not the one that Reef chucked.
The one right next to you, no, he isn't. He's not the one that Reef attacked.
All right, cool. In that case, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
Then stab. Ah, damn it.
14 hits.
That's nice, but 2 damage is sad.
Yeah, that's not so good, but
Your boy struggles with dealing damage because dexterity doesn't go with the damage.
yeah.
My point still stands though. I'm still gonna murder him.
Oh, I bet you are.
Alright, my turn.
All right, Sarah, your turn. Oh, and I should probably describe this room since you guys are in it now.
Sarah's now just gonna run ahead.
Okay. So yeah, this is the killing floor. The floor of this grim chamber is strewn with bloodstained straw, and the reek of slaughter is almost overpowering. There are meat hooks dangling from a metal track that is affixed to the ceiling. That allows the hooks and their gory loads to be moved easily around the room. In the northwest corner, there's a large hammer sitting on the floor amidst a permanent bloodstain. To the south, there is a bloodstained grill that covers a wide hole in the floor. Just north of the grill are 2 large vats of water. One is cold, the other is boiling. To the east, there are 2 large butcher blocks. And all the barrels that are around the butcher blocks are filled with salt. And in the southeast corner over here is a vat full of just any sort of cast off meat, bones, other, refuse from slaughtered animals.
You see any slaughtered people parts around?
Not immediately near you, no.
Okay.
So, Sarah, your movement. Okay.
Damn, Allie has the number 4 in her brain. That's wild.
See how many turns we had in Whispers and then forgot to
That-
do that part.
That sounds right. That sounds right. So we'll go with that. I'm pretty sure it's been 4.
Because I can rage for 4 more rounds,
Okay.
and then it's over. I just want to not overrage.
Sounds good. So yeah, Sarah, you run ahead into the room. What do you want to do?
I'm ending my turn there.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it all in.
Sounds good. All right.
I'm the only one who heard him yell at me not to fucking murder, or he'll talk, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing nothing with that information. Okay, my turn. Oh,
Well, keep in mind, I was in the other room, so while I heard it, I didn't know who it was coming from.
True.
From down the stairs comes another man. And this man is going to attempt and succeed in grabbing Nadia. And he is going to start to drag her up the stairs.
No.
And no, this doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity yet. He essentially surprised you from behind and just grabbed the hold of you.
That's not fair.
It is this guy's turn. And he is still, trying to catch his breath from having the worst case of getting the wind knocked out of you ever. Maybe even, a somewhat of a crushed sternum from the impact of the flail hitting him. And he's reaching out like towards anyone he can see, and it kind of just vaguely looks like he's reaching out towards Sin, and he just says, "Stop. I said I would talk." It's Reef's turn.
Reef looks at him and then looks at the other one who is more able-bodied. Sees the one on the ground and says, "I'm coming back to you." And then takes out his Masterwork shuriken he's found in his bag and hurks it at the guy across from him. The one that's not on the ground asking for pity.
Wait, that's the guy you just pinged. He's the one that's on the ground.
Oh, sorry. That's why I was saying, like...
Yeah.
Him?
So, yeah, so...
Him safe. Him...
Kill him.
The shuriken.
Okay,
Yes.
so...
I'm not throwing it. I am taking it out of my pouch and just going, bonk!
Alright, so that is gonna be...
I'm using the shuriken as like a compromised brass knuckle, knowing full well that it'll probably also damage myself. But I'm raging, so I don't care.
Let me,
My flail's missing, so I just grabbed the first thing out of my pack that is stabby-stab-able.
Right. Let me look up what the roll for that would be. Okay, so just hit your melee button, and we'll figure it out. Okay, 17 hits. The damage is going to be 1d2 plus 4.
Okay.
For your strength.
Okay, I'll roll a d2.
Yep.
Is it just a roll 1d2?
Yeah, roll 1d2. I'll just add 4 to whatever you get.
What?
Did it not go? Or...
No, it didn't, and I don't understand. Slash roll. It's unrecognized.
I'll do it. Okay, so 5 points, we'll call it slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright, so Nadia, you are currently being dragged up the stairs by a man.
Whoa. What do I do? Do I street check this?
So you have some options as to what you can do. You can attempt to break free. You can attempt to take control of the grapple. Or you can attempt any other action that does not require two hands. Oh, your D2 went through. All right, I'll adjust.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Are there any vulnerable flesh flops that aren't covered in armor?
I mean, hard to tell. He's, dragging you in such a way that you're not facing him.
Because I wanted to see if I can bite him on the forearm or something.
Oh, I mean, you can certainly attempt that if you want to.
Yes.
Go ahead and, I guess, yeah, just hit your melee button. This will be like an improvised weapon, so...
So should I glaive? Or...
No, just hit the melee button on your sheet.
Oh.
4. No.
Yeah.
No good.
I'm gonna call out for help. Help! Ah!
All right. So you are currently calling for help. It is this guy's turn. 5-foot step. He's going to look down towards his companion on the ground. And he says, "What, you're going to talk? The fuck you are." And he slashes his throat and kills him.
Oh.
And then
Bellows at him, just in anger. Like, that was mine.
And then he's going to continue to move away, so both of you get opportunity attacks against him. You and Sin.
Alright, if you give me the chance, I shall fuck wham wham bam 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 bam.
Bam, 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 bam,
As he's
bam,
moving
bam.
away.
I would say that this is not
Or
a
do you want
grab
me
a
to-
two. Yeah, I would say we'll just do the shuriken again.
Yeah, okay, then I herk the shuriken this time.
Okay, you throw it this time? Okay, so that just hit the range button then, because you're throwing it. Or actually, no, it would be melee. It would be melee. It doesn't matter. You roll the same thing either way. Yeah, that 14 hits, so do the same D2 plus, again, it's a thrown weapon, so it's a strength bonus. So 5 points. This time would be piercing damage, and this time the shuriken is implanted in his back as he moves away from you. And
Okay,
it's
everybody's left.
it's now Sin's turn. If you're talking, I can't hear you, but I see that you move over there.
Motherfucker. Get back here!
What?
All right.
Does anyone recall for help? I wonder.
We'll check on that in a second. 16 hits. He's not quite dead yet.
Fucker.
Uh,
That's my turn.
It's Sarah's turn. Sarah, go ahead and roll perception for me, as you are
Okay.
the only one of this group of battling fools that's not raging. So go. You don't. You hear nothing.
No!
What would you like to do?
My only hope.
Sarah is gonna move further into the room because I hear nothing and I assume Nadia is right behind me.
No! How do you not hear nothing?
It's like I'm trying not to metagame, so as far as I know, there's nothing going on. So I'm gonna use all my move action to get there, and I end my turn.
No!
Please shoot him. Look at him. He's getting away. Shoot him, please. Thank you.
I see Nadia not turn around, and I just scream louder.
You see yourself not turn around? That's crazy.
Hey,
Wait, come on,
I
because
see-
talking
I
is a
see
free
Sarah.
action. Do I hear Nadia screaming louder? Oh, legit. Like, can I roll perception for that?
It's certainly not going to get better now that you're further away.
No, like as I was running away, like she sees me starting to move away and starts to scream louder. Do I hear that as I'm walking away?
So free action does not mean like not on your turn action.
Okay. Damn.
Regardless, I scream louder.
Okay.
Or
And
Cynthia.
Sarah thinks that they've handled everybody back there and assumes Nadia's right behind her, so she moves forward.
Okay, so
Also, is this door supposed to am I supposed to not be able to see past this door?
oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to remove the because that guy is running through the door. So
Shoot him, Sarah.
Alright, so I
Getting
moved.
away.
I think I used all my move action because I was there and I moved here.
yeah, and you move more than 20 feet too, so that's a run
Yeah, I
action.
think
So
I took
no,
all my
no
actions
attack,
before I
yeah.
end my turn.
yeah.
Damn it.
All right. He's gonna continue dragging you up the stairs. And he drags you up to this room here. And he is going to put you in this chair right here, and he's going to essentially roll to sort of pin you so he can begin the process of tying you up. That's a 19, so he succeeds.
Fuck.
So he's got you seated in the chair, and he's got the rope in hand, and he's going to start tying you up. Reef's turn.
Reef. All right, this is turn 6, right?
Yes.
Turn 6. Okay. Reef. What direction did Nadia get taken in?
Essentially a U-turn from where we were. Like, she was behind me, and
Yeah,
I
she-
ran into the room, and Nadia's looking down the stairs behind me.
Yeah, she was behind you all. She did not follow you into this room, so you have to assume that she's back in that direction where you came from.
Hey, well, is there any in my tunnel vision? There's no targets that are alive in front of me anymore, correct?
I mean, you can see that Sin is standing in front of the last guy in the doorway, but that's it. That's the only target you see. That's the only enemy you see, I should say.
It's like, Sin's there, Sarah's there.
I'm going to move up into the air above Sin. And how much of a turn is it to pull out my bow?
I mean, I would say that that's like, for the sake of, I don't know what it actually is. For the sake of moving things along, we'll say it's swift action, so you can pull your bow and fire.
Well, my thought was, here's the thing. If it isn't any ability to fire, then I'm in the process of pulling my bow out. I'm looking around and I see down this tunnel and I don't see Nadia there.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. You
fire, I don't even notice.
You fly up, you draw your bow, and you knock an arrow. And as you stated, you look down the hallway to the west into the next room. You don't see Nadia. Go ahead and make a perception check. 13. Let's see here. So all you know is that she didn't follow you in here, and she's not ahead of you, so she is most likely behind you somewhere. That's all you know.
Reef lines up and says to Sin, watch out, I don't want to shoot you. And then it ends their turn. I don't have enough words to say everything.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Nadia, it's your turn. You are considered pinned, so you cannot move. You do not get your dexterity bonus to your AC. You can attempt to free yourself. You can still speak. You cannot cast any spells that require a somatic component or material component. And if you try to cast any spell at all, you have to make a concentration check.
I want to attempt to escape.
Okay, so there are two different ways to do that, depending on which you decide that you want to try. You can make a combat maneuver check of your own, or you can roll Escape Artist, the skill.
Escape artist. I have a negative 5 in escape artist, so I'll just combat maneuver.
Okay. 12, no good.
Damn it.
This guy here is going to take the withdraw action. He makes it outside, not by a lot, but yeah, he makes it outside. Sin.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, wait, never mind. I can still get him.
Yeah, you move faster than him, or you can even just shoot him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I'm too far away. I'm just gonna shoot him.
All right.
Please, longbow, don't fail me now. Longbows failed me.
Yeah, it has failed you. That's a 10. Shot misses.
Wait. You get back here. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll catch him eventually.
It's now Sarah's turn.
Alright, Sarah sees Sin chasing him and looks around, doesn't see anybody else, but notices Nadia has not followed her in.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna run back to the hallway and check if she's okay.
All right, you can roll perception again.
I'm assuming I'm in the hallway and I don't see her.
Right, yeah.
Can we assume that I'm still screaming and yelling, or was I gagged?
He hasn't gagged you yet. He's just tied you up. Or he's tying you up. He's in the process of doing that.
No, I don't know if I hear her, but like I go into the hallway and see she's not there.
17, I would say that by the time you get to that doorway, you do hear some sort of commotion coming from upstairs.
Like, oh shit, do I have any... So, if I take my full move action, do I have any more?
If you're taking a run, then... Yeah, you can get to... You can get up the stairs.
Oh, I'm gonna get up the stairs.
Alright, so you get up the stairs.
I'm gonna run up the stairs.
You're upstairs. And well, I'm moving you to where the upstairs room is.
Awesome.
And you walk in, and sure enough, there's the guy tying Nadia up.
Sarah goes, oh fuck.
And on his turn, he is simply going to finish tying Nadia up.
Okay.
Well, no, what were you going to do?
Never mind. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Well, no, if you were just going to, like, say something to him, you...
Do anything. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to sense motive you now. That doesn't sound like you're being truthful with me. What were you going to do? What were you going to do?
Like, a little bit more move action to, like, go a step down, and then you said, he's going to finish tying her up. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Never mind.
Oh, well, yeah, so that your full movement takes you to the top of the stairs, or there if you want to stop there.
No, I'm just going to stop. Can I see him from there? Like, I can see all this?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so yeah, I just stopped there.
Yeah, so...
That was legitimately what I was going to do.
He just spends his turn tying her up. She's now securely tied to the chair.
And tiny bladder strikes again. I'll be right back.
Okay, it is now Reef's turn.
So, Reef's now looking around and realizing that he's in fact alone in the room, and just goes, wait, where did everyone go? I literally see no one in my line of sight, and then I see Sin, and then I double back and I go, Sin, they're missing. And then I fire Nadia and Sarah as I shoot a bow at the guy.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of range to make that shot. Yeah. 9? No good.
No good. So yeah, I yell at him if he wants me to go off to see where they went, or if he's good, or if he needs help. I just messed up all that.
Go find Sarah.
All right, I then
about me?
take movement.
I don't know where Nadia is.
That's true. He doesn't know where you are.
I just turned and Sarah was gone, but when I looked down the hallway, I didn't see you, so I'm saying that I just saw Sarah disappear, literally, so I'm going down the hallway now. Whatever movement I have left, moved up 5 feet, so I have what? 20 movement? 20 feet?
30, 35 if you're on the ground, 25 if you're flying.
So I, yeah, 20 feet. Boom.
Alright, so you fly above the vat of water.
Yeah.
Well, Nadia, you're tied up and therefore considered helpless. You can't do anything.
Okay, I didn't miss much. Cool.
This goon over here, he sees that he does have some space between himself and Sin, so he's gonna turn around, try to shoot Sin with an arrow. He hits with a 21. Sin, you're raging still, right? So that's 5 points of damage.
No, I'm not raging anymore.
Okay, so 6 points of damage. That means you're fatigued again.
Yeah, I have it on my conditions.
Cool, yeah. I just I didn't have it on your token, so I have to.
Yeah, I rage for 2 rounds. I think.
That sounds right. So it's 4 rounds. Yeah. All right. So he hits you, and then he is going to take his 20 feet of movement to continue to move away from you. Trying to go with some hit and run. All right, so Sin, it's your turn.
Revenge! 5 and 15, 20, 45. I'm cutting him off! You son of a bitch!
Okay.
Die! God damn it!
Oh, we hate to see it.
Ah!
All right, so while Sin deals with that problem in public, it's now Sarah's turn. As we move back upstairs. Sarah.
Oh, sorry. So Sarah is going to grab her dagger,
Okay.
run to him, and slit his throat.
All right. Okay, well, you'll do nothing of the sort with with a 5.
I also clicked the wrong dagger, but it's fine.
Oh, well, all right, click the right one then. It's fine.
It's like I just realized that's not the dagger I meant to do.
I mean, 15 doesn't hit either, so that's...
Yeah, so... It's like, I was just gonna roll with it, because I was like, I didn't mean to grab that one, but it's fine. I'll just chalk it up to, like, Sarah went to grab it and grabbed the wrong one.
Mhm.
So Sarah attempts to, and
All right.
somehow misses. I don't know how.
So, with that, it is Varric's turn.
Well, if the throne won't protect the people, then I will.
Who the f is that?
It was very.
That was the sound bit that they had, I guess, for Varric when the fight is meant to break out.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But
I was like, what the fuck?
I had no control over that. That was just me switching to the music for his part in the battle, which really sounds exactly the same. It's strange. Anyway,
Because I'm in another part of the building, I didn't realize the fight was there.
Varric is going to look at you and just say, "This is convenient. I have more rope."
Oh, that is Varric. Okay. I'm in danger.
He says, "I think I'd rather soften you up first, though," and he's going to pull out a spear and attempt to stab you with it. However, he rolls a 12 as you just barely sidestep out of the way.
Korvosan need to eat.
Okay, Varric, I didn't ask you to talk.
Look at Varric and be like, dude, do you see me? I have no meat on these bones.
He looks straight at your chest and is like, "You're lying."
No, that's all fat. Don't you know how boobs work? This is just sacks of yellow fat. There is no meat.
It's meat.
There's some balls of yellow fat.
You're in a butcher shop. It's all meat.
It is
It
fat.
is all meat.
It's
all meat.
fat.
It's all
Bacon's fat.
it's all meat and it's all Reef's turn.
Bacon's fat doesn't mean it's not good.
That's right.
Reef is gonna take as much movement as possible to go find wherever the fuck they went.
All right. Well, perception first to listen for noise that would help you find them.
That's fair. Okay. Perception.
To hear that cartoon villain voice of Eric's. 7, you're not sure.
I know nothing.
You're not sure. You're from your current position, you're like, there are 3 sets of doors. Which should I open?
I like doors. Those are fancy doors.
So behind door number 1, 2, or 3, you will find ...
All right, then. Yeah, I end my turn. I'm gonna just randomly pick a door. I'm gonna pick up 3 and just be like, all right.
Okay, well, you haven't moved yet.
Here.
So door 3.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I'm gonna go to door 3, check door 3, and whatever happens after that in my turn, because I've done all my movement.
All right, so you go to the doorway of number 3 and you open the door and you find what essentially amounts to a meat locker. The air in this room is stale. It stinks of like day-old meat and blood. There's straw littering the floor, scattered to catch the drips from the meat as it hangs. More meat hooks are affixed to the walls and the ceiling on metal rods. To the north is a low bloodstained table and 2 barrels of salt, while double doors stand in the wall to the south. That's where you're currently standing. There's an iron bar extending through a narrow hole at the top of the doors. The bar runs along the ceiling for 5 feet before ending at a vertical pole that runs from the ceiling down to the floor. Because you are spotting different sorts of meat products, cuts, whatever you want to call them, I will give you a check to identify them if you would like. If are you trained in? Okay, you've no ranks. You've no ranks in knowledge nature. So this is going to be a heal check. You're not sure what they are.
All right. Do they look edible?
I mean, to you, it's meat. It's edible.
Okay, then I'm
but
gonna just take a piece and start eating it as I keep walking to find out where they went.
you have no idea what it is without actually tasting it.
Well, I'm eating.
Yeah, so you grab a piece.
Oh, no!
You grab a piece. You eat it. You've grabbed pork.
I'm very happy with what I've grabbed, and I'm just like, this is good.
Nadia, you're tied up. You can speak if you want, but that's about it.
I'm gonna keep screaming.
Okay. So you just continue to scream. Homeboy outside is gonna once again take a swing at Sin. He rolls a 9. He is going to just try and push past Sin and just run. Just keep running. So Sin, you can attack of opportunity, swing at him.
Aye.
Okay, yeah, you cut him down.
Is he dead or is he unconscious?
Nah, he's dead. He's dead. You killed him.
Oh. Perfect.
And now it's your turn.
My turn.
So,
Oh.
Alright. Do what you're gonna do. Go back inside, defile the body, whatever you want.
Oh, don't fucking pet me.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Exactly. Okay, first
It's
things
going
first,
down.
That I put myself in fatigue a while ago, so I have 2 rounds of fatigue left.
Okay, thank you for keeping me updated.
I'm gonna full sprint because even though I don't know where Sarah and Nadia went, I do have a somewhat idea because they said something about don't go upstairs, and I even heard before Nadia got kidnapped, I heard something going on upstairs. I know something's wrong, so I'm gonna full sprint.
Okay, so 4 times speed. So 120.
I wish. I'm a barbarian that does not have 40-foot speed because of sadness, so I have 120.
Right, yeah, so that's, 120 foot speed. So that takes you to, like, right around here.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna just shout real quick. Reef, upstairs.
Oh, yeah, because you do run past Reef along the way. You see Reef snacking on some pork, some raw pork.
I'm gonna want a bite afterwards.
Reef going with upstairs, and like go and just like starts running after him.
It is Sarah's turn.
So Sarah is going to scream bloody murder and run. But as she is screaming, she's going to imbue her screams with Hoard of Shards.
Okay, Okay, so you start a bardic performance and then you do this. Quarter shards. Alright, so 4 points of piercing damage, reflex save, negates. So let's see what he rolls. 14, failure. So he takes 4 points of piercing damage from
screaming bloody murder with Hoard of
your
Shards and running down the stairs.
your shrill screaming. Okay, he does get an attack of opportunity.
And question,
Yes.
because I am using bardic performance and technically speaking this is performing, and I do know how to project, do they hear me downstairs?
Sin absolutely hears you, as there are no walls between the two of you.
Okay.
Reef, make a perception check. He hits you for 5 points of piercing damage as you run away.
Okay.
No need to be so loud, Sarah. Sheesh.
At this moment, it is Varric's turn. Varric.
Also assuming I ran all the way down the stairs, but I don't know how far I can move, so.
So you moved 20 feet because you did other things. 5, 10, 15. So yeah, that puts you like around the middle of the stairs. So like here.
Great.
Anyway, it's now Varric's turn.
Sarah.
He is going to turn his attention back towards Nadia and simply say, "Your friend must not like you very much."
I continue screaming.
He is going to take his spear and he's going to he's not going to attack you with it. He's just going to kind of start poking you with it a little bit, kind of prodding you with the tip of the spear.
Can I kick him?
I mean, yeah, you could try. Just hit your melee button, I guess. And he simply 18 misses. He's going to simply say, I could kill you right now, and I'd love to do that, but I think you're worth more to me alive.
What makes you say that? I'm not worth anything.
How else am I going to parlay with your so-called friends?
My friends? Nah, they're not my friends. By the way, I'm trying to spell climb for them all.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell what you're doing.
Got it.
And then he's gonna nudge you a little harder with the tip of the spear again. Not trying to stab you with it, but he's just gonna say, "Well, if they're not your friends, then I guess they won't care if they come up here and find you dead."
I guess not, but you could summon to someone else instead of killing me outright.
Excuse me, bait. Get out.
He just laughs, and it's now Reef's turn.
Reef, upon Sin yelling at him upstairs, is going to take a full round action and immediately just foot imprint in the floor, launching off the ground, and just flies, taking off as fast as he can up the stairs.
You crashed through the door?
Like literally charging, we'll barrel through if the door is shut. Just Sin, hopefully I don't hit. Just
All right,
be fine
so
if I have the movement, that's my plan.
flying.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm a little missile.
So full round flight gets you all the way there. And yeah,
All right.
sure enough, you see Nadia being poked and prodded with a spear while she's tied up in a chair.
Oh yeah. I
And
have
Upon
one round left of rage after this.
okay. Upon your arrival, Varric looks at you and just says, "Bring back the other one. She was pretty."
Reef looks absolutely offended and proceeds to, well, I'm stopping here so I can see him, and have my bow still in hand and looking at him in horror as he tells me I'm not pretty, and just looks at Nadia and then back at him and bellows, "Sin, get over here."
Get over here.
Yep. That's exactly what I was doing. And then I end my turn. I try to scare him with my yellies.
Okay. So Nadia's still yelling, I assume.
Nah, I've quieted down a little bit, trying to bargain my life.
All right. So what else do you want to say to him, if anything?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Ooh, are you sure you want to kill me?
Do I look unsure?
No idea. I can't read your mind.
Well, he certainly sounds very hostile when he says that. It's Sin's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to move my 30 feet to see if I can get close enough without having no sprint. So 1, 5, and 15, Arden, 20. Can you move me where the next room is? Yes. Alright, that was 15, 20, 25, 30. It was good.
You're not the pretty bard.
No, I'm not. I look over at Nadia. Nadia, you
He
fucking
said the
idiot.
same
What are you
thing to
doing?
me.
What do you mean, you fucking idiot? You're the one who left me without checking behind you.
I was
We did
fighting.
leave
No
our
shit, I was
healer.
looking behind you. We didn't leave anyone. She's the one who decided that to get herself kidnapped.
You're a gaslighter, you know that?
I also
you.
yell at Sin and say, "Hey, he also told me I wasn't pretty."
He just jealous of my good looks. Alright, what is your name? Vankaris. What do you want?
He thinks for a moment, and he just says, what I want is to put all of you to the tip of this spear and then chop you all up like the livestock that we get coming through here.
Alright, a few problems with that. 1, you're outnumbered. 2, we're stronger than you. And 3, we're stronger than you. So I don't think it's a good idea. So how about you let Nadia go and we can pretend all this didn't happen.
You say you're stronger? Prove it.
Alright, wanna arm wrestle?
He slowly retracts the spear tip away from Nadia and starts making a motion like he's going to try and butt end you with the other side of it, and just shakes his head. Says that's not how this is going to go down.
If we shrug, so be it. I'm gonna move right here to get that sweet, sweet flanking, and then I'm gonna stab him.
You're not getting flanking with her tied up. That's not how that works.
Sin.
She is no threat to him whatsoever.
And Nadia's really useless in this combat. Go!
No, that's not going to work.
You're lucky that I'm tired right now. Next 6 seconds, I'm gonna murder you.
Next 6 seconds. Sarah, go ahead.
So Sarah's gonna grab her bow again. I'm going back up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Please move me up the stairs.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
So I'm gonna go back up the stairs, and I am going to...
Bardic performance continuing, I presume. Like you're continuing your performance while you're doing this, because you can just do that.
Wait. I forgot that I had that. Hold up. So...
I'm pretty sure it's just a free action to maintain it, so...
Words
Okay.
as I go up, and she's gonna be like, "You keep calling me pretty, but I'd never fuck you anyway."
I'm so bad.
That's I can come up with right now.
All right, so... Let me see, because I see the damage roll and I see it's a touch attack, but I also see saving throw, so I just want to make sure.
It's within 30 feet. So.
Yeah. That I know. I just
And bacon is really one of the best things that mankind's ever created, huh?
Okay, so basically you activate biting words, which means that you can use it again on the next turn to attack if you wish. He gets a will save to prevent the damage. 21 does hit, but he still gets a save to prevent it. It's a 12, fails, so that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
14 damage done to this guy so far, and all of it is Sarah.
I knew she had it in him.
Varric.
I do love that I hurt him by insulting him.
Yes, you absolutely did. This is like much better Vicious Mockery here. Oh, I see. The will negates is the harmless tag. So that's like, okay, that's for just activating the spell on yourself. Never mind. He doesn't get a save against the damage. So that's 10. All right. So Varric is going to take Sin's challenge to heart and is going to try to stab him. He does stab Sin. That's a 21 to hit. Sin takes 11 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
It is now Reef's turn. This is your final turn of rage, I believe, or did that expire? Okay.
This is the last turn, and then I
Okay.
expire.
Final turn of blood rage.
So, I have my bow out, so I have to use my bow. I can't. I don't have enough action.
No, you can swap weapons.
I am not moving or anything, so yeah, bonk.
15 misses.
Even with Sin there?
He's not flanking. He's not on the other side of him.
Ah, alright. Well then, I have my turn. If I have movement left, then I'm gonna move to the other side.
Yeah, you can move. You didn't move at all.
Bonk. Turn's over.
Okay, Nadia, pinned. Can still talk if you want.
Good luck trying to win her over.
Nice. Sin.
All right. Decisions. My team's over. Fuck it. We take risks. Sarah.
Yes.
Hi. That is all.
Oh.
Hey, Reef. Actually, Sarah, keep putting in work. Sarah, Reef, if I go down, get not free Nadia. All right.
Reef salutes Sin and just says on it.
Salute.
All right. I activate my rage once more.
Okay.
It's over. Yes. Please tell me he's dead.
He's not dead. That's a confirmed critical though.
Yes.
So 9 points of slashing.
It's over.
That misses.
All right, Sarah. All right, Sarah. It's your time to shine. Put in that work. I'll never. Sarah, if you kill him right here, right now, I'll never make fun of you again. Mark my words.
Okay, so it is Sarah's turn. Sarah, you can activate Biting Words again, which would end the spell after the fact. Or you can.
It's only good for a minute, right?
It's good for 2 minutes, but every time you attack with it, the duration is reduced by 1 minute.
Okay. So this would be the last time I can use it, which is fine.
Yes.
Sarah's gonna activate Biting Words again.
Okay.
And just be like,
5 misses.
like, your face is dumb.
Yeah, I can make fun of Sarah's smile. Let's go.
And it does nothing.
Yeah.
She's gonna go into her poopy face.
And you're a poopy face. I like it. All right. Well, Varric is going to. He's going to spit up a little bit of blood, and he's going to just stare a hole through Sin and he just says, "Come on, I thought you were stronger than me." Goes to stab him again. 27.
Yeah, there.
7.
I'm still standing.
7 points of piercing damage. Sin is still standing, but
I am stronger than you.
he's got his back turned, and it's now Reef's turn. So
Reef,
flanking.
knowing, yeah.
Please.
Well, Reef, knowing that he needs some range, flies up. I'm doing this as stealthily as possible.
Mhm.
Flies up and comes straight down with like a charge attack straight on top of him.
Okay.
Yo. Me trying to be stealthy doesn't hurt. Doesn't really do much else to help me, but it doesn't hurt.
All right. So that hits. He goes down.
Go down together.
You go to, that his back is turned. You go to just decapitate him because he can't see you and he's not going to know that your attack is coming. And then just as you're about to hit him, you hear Cressida's voice in your head and you remember that you don't get paid as much money if you kill him. So you instead slash him across the back. He falls over unconscious. But for now, he's not a threat.
So also, I'm gonna roleplay this. This is when my rage is finally ending. As I start doing this plummet down on him, the rage is breaking, and I realize that exact thing you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That we are gonna get paid as well. That I'm more clear in mind, and instead of literally harking straight down, like in between his the nape of his neck and his like collarbone, I pivot and I smash straight into his shoulder. So like I hit his shoulder, hit bone, and then just kind of scrapes down along the back, his back. So he's on the ground, face down, but not dead.
Yeah, very bloodied, not quite dead. Very much incapacitated. But yes, you have finished the fight, so to speak.
Let's go.
Let me see.
Perfectly calculated. Not even close. Easy clap. I knew I would survive that, and I knew, like, calling him out.
I hit the victory music button just for fun.
I appreciate it.
I love that. I appreciate it. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. Not even close. I perfectly calculated every last detail to know that not only would I live, but Reef would get the final kill. Let's go. Good job,
Sarah
Reef.
is just gonna look at him. Like, really?
Reef is leaning against his glaive, standing there, breathing very heavily, and just goes, "Is anyone else kind of tired? No, just me. Okay."
So wait, is he dead or?
He's unconscious. He's bloodied.
All right, ending
So Sarah,
range again.
can we just get the fucking cannibal out of here?
Sure, but first, let's not leave Nadia this time. And I'm gonna go over.
So
and
Sarah's
I'm
gonna
going
walk
to,
over with her dagger and just
I'm gonna
like
cut up Nadia's
the-
stuff with my my magic weapon.
All right, so yeah, the two of you combined to make this a quick task. You cut Nadia free.
Hi, buddy. You doing all right? You doing okay over there?
Yeah, at least I'm alive.
Yeah, I can't say the same because if someone looks at me the wrong way, I'm gonna fall over and die. So can you help me, please?
Sarah
Oh,
looks
you're
at Nadia
welcome,
and goes, "I'm
please.
so sorry. I thought you were right behind me."
It's okay. You,
And I
yeah.
promise I wasn't leaving you up here. I was running downstairs to get help.
No, it's okay. I just wish one of y'all would have turned around sooner.
Okay, Nadia.
sorry.
Nadia, no, I'm gonna tell you something very important later on, okay? And that's gonna explain everything. But for now, let's get our sweet cash, and please heal me before I fall over and die.
I'll think about it. I say as I reach out to touch you with.
I appreciate it, to be honest.
You have no idea how petty I was gonna be if you went through with that.
So, while Reef is watching, you see him sheepishly, hide the very mashed up now piece of pork that he had in his hand the whole time that he's been holding on to with various items.
What is that?
Looking at Nadia and just is like, we totally were on the way to get you the whole time. No sidetracking, no
No
distraction.
sidetracking.
Whole
No
time.
distractions. Whole time.
Huh.
And I'm just like, I literally just kind of drop the pork behind my back, the remnants of whatever it is, like kicking it away.
Why'd you kick that away?
Just trying to just hide the fact that I
Give me just a moment.
got very distracted. I'll rescue you for a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Technically, never happened. I swear, Reef says as he's like trying to bury the fucking piece of pork in the dirt with his foot, just being like in the dust of the fucking floor, just being like, come on.
Very
At
poorly
least-
done.
At least,
Very poorly done.
at least, at least I'm alive.
I'm very happy you're alive. That's the main point. The Hoard stays alive. That's I tunnel vision and rage.
But the Hoard is about to be dead in a little bit because ow.
I healed you, did I not?
Yes,
No, you
you
didn't.
didn't do the roll.
Oh. Seriously?
You did the role play, but you didn't do the roll.
I thought I clicked it. What the hell, computer?
Like harder.
Ugh.
My life literally depends on it. Yay! I'm a little bit better.
Did Tim do that or did I do that?
I didn't do anything.
I don't know.
I have not touched a thing.
Fuck you, computer.
Are you actually healing him though? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So 6 points of healing.
Who else needs healing? I have one
Me.
spell. I have one heal spell left.
Me.
Other than Sin.
Well, some of you
Help me.
have potions, right? I thought some of you had potions.
I have a potion. I want to save it for emergencies because I'm pretty sure we're not going to do any more combat after this.
It's a fair point.
I give Sin one more healing touch thing.
Yay! Appreciate you, buddy. Even if I make fun of you a lot.
I sigh.
So 7 more.
Hey. Alright, who wants to celebrate with 500 gold pieces?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
I feel like for compensation, for trauma compensation, I deserve the 500 gold.
Oh, fuck
You deserve a
yourself, buddy!
portion
I
of it.
literally risked my life to save you, jackass! Don't know!
I'm joking.
Sure you are. Alright, Reef, do you want to, do you want to funeral dance this bitch back to the place with me?
No, what? No. Reef was trying to figure out how to carry Varric back.
I'm saying both of us carry him on our backs while Sarah plays that funeral song.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, please do this. Absolutely. Yep.
Also-
What kind of
Yeah,
stairs?
I'm on the same page.
This is too funny for me not to do.
I want to give you guys a lot of credit for not having your first thought being let's just loot the fuck out of this place.
Fuck! Loot the fuck out of this place!
I'm not even saying there's good stuff here. I'm just saying that like I'm proud that that's not the first thought for once.
No, the first thought
Because-
was roleplay.
My first thought was Nadia, make sure she's alive. Then my next thought, making sure that Sin doesn't die because he was literally a 1 hit point. Then I thought about the 500 gold pieces, and if you didn't say that, I would have completely forgot about looting the place. God damn it, Reef, we're looting.
I highly doubt you actually would have forgotten about looting the place, though.
Oh,
We have
Reef
no
did
idea.
completely.
Oh, jeez.
Is it because Nadia?
Yeah, the power of friendship has has caused you guys to.
And the only reason why I'm wanted alive anyway is because I can heal.
I mean, not really. You have other uses, like your
Like
advanced
what?
your eyeballs.
Okay.
And before you say that, I should look for you for the inside part of you. In my defense, I've known you for like 2 days.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything about inside stuff.
Well, what else were you gonna say? That the only reason why we wanted to save you is because you can heal.
Oh no,
Claire, but hey,
everything.
guys, before he wakes up, can we get a move on?
Everything is surface.
Oh, right.
now.
Nadia,
Sarah's got a
Reef,
point.
let's tie him up. Let's tie him up.
Everything is
We're gonna
surface.
We're gonna tie him up and we're gonna remove his weapons.
Uh,
Sarah, are any of his weapons magical?
I can detect
Let me
magic.
check.
I can detect
Nadia, does he have anything magical?
Yeah, I don't have detect magic, so
Alright.
cast
Nadia
magic.
does. It's fine.
Right.
I
While
cast
Nadia does that,
detect
I'm tying him up.
He has some potions that hit for magic, and also his arrows give off a magical aura. None of his weapons, but the arrows.
I'm still removing all of his weapons on hand and his potions, and I claim the arrows for myself.
All right, so he has. So if you're removing his weapons, then he's got. I'll take a spellcraft check to identify the arrows from Nadia or whoever has a rank in it, if anybody does.
I don't.
What am I rolling again?
Spellcraft.
Okay.
I think I do. Let's see.
Do we want to?
I do not have rank in spellcraft.
Do everything next session, since it is.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even realize what time it was. Yeah, we can loot next session if you want.
That sounds
Looting
amazing.
next session.
That way we can be more extensive with it. That was my thought.
Okay. 11 does not identify the arrows. You just know that they're magical in some way.
Sarah's gonna take the arrows yet anyway. Yoink.
Sin wanted them too. I mean, you could split them, I
I'm
guess.
sorry,
Or...
I didn't realize Sin had already claimed them. Sin can have them.
Thank you. Though you can have half.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
very kind.
Split them.
Yeah, sorry, Tristan, I didn't realize you had claimed them.
You are forgiven, Kim.
Oh, sorry. There were 2 magical things there. Roll again to see if you can identify the other one. That was for the arrows. To see if you can identify the potions. How silly of me. Then I'll start wrapping things up.
Oh, I'm gonna yeet my old longbow. I'm gonna take this composite longbow.
So this is exactly like the one that Reef holds, which I should have indicated its strength rating, because that's important.
Never mind, I'm not strong enough to use it. I'm keeping my old longbow. Sell it instead.
But yeah, Nadi, you can roll another spellcraft check for the potions. Okay, I don't know what that was, but
I don't know.
it sounded cool. All right, yeah, you don't know what they are. They do.
you for your weird ass noise.
I will say that they do
Sarah
resemble.
looks, sorry, not Sarah. Nadia looks at them and goes, I don't know, try it.
They do resemble other potions that you guys have seen before, but yeah, all the same, Nadia's like, what does that do?
Any of them look like healing potions?
I mean, they do resemble healing potions, yes, but Nadia fails to identify them.
Disguised as healing potions, you don't know.
They certainly could be.
This dude was a freak.
Can I try checking them again the next day? After this session, the next session. I don't know. No? Okay.
All right, we'll come back to Lucas' place later. For now, I say we funeral dances bitch back to our 500 gold pieces. Let's go.
All right.
Come on.
So, all right. So, from what I understand, you guys are going to take him back to the Citadel, or we can assume that you're looting off screen, maybe, and then taking him back to the Citadel in some order. You're either bringing him back there and then coming back and looting, or looting then whatever.
If he seems to be unconscious long,
I think we're
it
not
good
coming
enough,
back,
then-
so we loot off screen and take him back to the Citadel.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay, so we'll loot off screen then. I may ask for like rolls out of game, so someone might have to
Yeah, no, I'm down.
hop in and do that. Okay, so you guys have neutralized and not killed Varric Van Kaskerkin. You did kill all of his goons though. Well, one of his goons killed a goon, but they're all dead in any case. And you have, as far as the guard is concerned, succeeded in your mission.
As they're leaving, Sarah puts a little sign in the door that says "Closed forever."
Oh, I like that. That's a nice touch.
It's a little sign in the door that says "Closed by the health department."
I like that too. That's a good touch.
Guys, can we just ignore it? Can we just not mention the fact that I may or may not have chased a dude into the street in order to kill him? Okay, cool.
Sarah didn't
I
see it.
mean-
She has no idea, but yeah, no, she placed a door on. She placed a thing on the door that just says "Closed by the health department."
Nadia didn't see it either. So
It's
she-
dark. Maybe people won't see the body, or they'll just assume that he was killed rioting or something, and just don't worry about it.
Exactly, I'm just making
Also,
sure
I have a
everyone here
question out of
doesn't
game.
mention-
Sure, what's up?
What is the white circle thing in room B8? It looks like a butt with a cross, and I am like, what the hell is that?
That is actually a dagger,
Okay.
and there is a reason why it has a token. But
But yes, it looks like a butt with a cross, and it was confusing the hell out of me.
it kind of does, yeah.
Carry on.
Do you want to see the other side of the token?
Sure.
'Cause it
not like
has-
I'm going in there anyway.
Oh, it's I never did the dynamic lighting there. That's unfortunate. Okay. But this is the other side of the token. Of course, out of game, of course, you don't know what it actually is.
No, I have no idea. Cool.
As far as you guys know, you don't even know what's in there. You haven't gotten in there yet.
As far as I know, but no, I know nothing because we didn't go in that room.
Yes, you didn't go in that room. So, yeah, so we can wrap up here. You guys have succeeded in your mission to neutralize Varric Van Kaskerkin and bring him back to the Korvosan Guard alive. And you will be receiving full payment as a result.
And then we kill him.
Well, I mean,
No, we do nothing of the sort. We leave it to the guard.
Fine.
Okay.
one.
Well, whatever we do,
I
we'll
would-
do
I
it
still
next
wanna- I
week.
still wish we
Yes.
could go.
However, there is one last thing that we need to take care of before I end the stream.
Okay.
You guys have leveled up.
Yeah.
That's amenable.
So, you guys are now 3rd level, which means we need hit dice rolls. So, you guys could.
I have rogue levels now.
Oh, you're taking a rogue level now?
Yeah.
Okay, so D8 for your hit points then.
What's my hit
Can I-
points?
can I- can I
You're
rage?
also a D8.
Can I rage and then roll for my hit points?
No,
Okay, 2 hit
just turn your rage off, just so there's no confusion of me entering things, please.
It absolutely is those off. I was just fucking with you.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So
fatigued. Do you want me to turn my fatigue off?
you could turn your fatigue off. Yeah, I'm going to simply assume that you wait out the fatigue before you guys take him, or during the time that you're looting. You know, whatever.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
So yeah,
Sarah keeps like kicking him in the face to make sure he stays unconscious.
everybody rolls a d8 except for Reef, who rolls a d10.
Come on!
So
We
I rolled
take
you.
that. Above average, we take those. Allie, don't you dare! God damn it!
I
Oh.
got 2 hit points.
Technically, you got 4 hit points because of your con.
Yay.
Hey, Nadia's HP isn't terrible anymore. Well, it still kind of is, but it's not as terrible.
Yay.
Yay.
You're not as squishy.
All right, let me update.
Hella squishy.
Oh yeah, how many health do you have now?
I don't know.
Exactly. Shut up.
I
No,
have
you.
40. And if I do the level up with the 1 HP, then I have 41.
Oh, I just no, I already updated yours, so you've 33.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
33.
just did it right as you were saying that. So
Okay, that's why I looked up and it was there, and I was like, I'm surprised, but okay.
Pause. How much
So,
health do you have, Reef?
33.
33.
How much
I
health
have
do
my
I have?
blanket wrapped around me
Motherfucker,
like
you're
a
still
burrito,
one
and it
health
makes me
point
happy.
above me.
The updated amounts are on your tokens. So Nadia, you have 23, Sarah's 26, and 32. Reef 33. So
Ah, I have 23. I have 23.
so yeah, I will go ahead.
You have a lot. We do not have a lot of health.
Nobody else is multi-classing right now, right? I'm just
Nope, I'm cool as a bard.
okay. I'm just making sure.
Multi-classing, baby.
But all right, so I don't want to keep you guys any longer than I already have. So I will make a list of all the stuff that you guys need to pick out before next week, and we will get to that. So next week we will deal with all the loot. We will deal with you guys getting paid by Cressida back at the guard, and perhaps she will give you another mission, or there will be something else entirely for you guys to do. But yeah, so that'll wrap things up for tonight. We will see you, dear viewers, back here next Sunday for another session of Curse of the Crimson Throne. Until then, we hope you have a good night and a good week. We'll see you next Sunday.
What?
Everyone.